And we're live.
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up?
Back in effect.
Back in the house once again.
This wonderful Thursday evening is the Effing Podcast 919. I am one of the hosts today. I am B-Dub.
Branson.
Hassan, a.k.a. Alpha Dog, roof, roof.
And it is Thursday. And I'm pretty sure it's going to rain like hell tonight because
I didn't see rain in the forecast. It's just supposed to get cool. It's not supposed to rain till Monday.
That's what they say. All I know is it's raining in New York, and we always get New York's weather the next day.
Yeah.
I was looking at the forecast. I didn't see it, but I know that Memorial Weekend is this weekend. And as far back as I can remember, it's rained every Memorial Weekend.
I didn't even realize Memorial Weekend was this weekend coming up.
Oh, you haven't seen the Bike Week post? Cause
I mean, Bike Week don't mean nothing in 2025.
Yeah. I mean, to some people it does. Like, I went to Bike Week back in the 90s. But
Nah, it's for old people like us who just ain't realized it's over. So they still go out there to reminisce on the 90s and 2000s.
I mean, it's just,
give it up.
It's
Bike clubs.
Yeah. Myrtle Beach already said they don't want black people there during this time.
It's just the crowd of people. Like when I was younger, it was cool to be around all those people.
And you can't be around them no more.
But now, like, nah. Like, I don't want to be around thousands of people. I'm good on that. I'll pass on that.
Yeah, so we miss out on those experiences now because the crowd don't know how to act right. So
Go to that black beach down there, though, Atlantic Beach.
Yeah. Well, I don't even want to be at the beach with everybody at the beach.
I don't either.
I don't want to be at Myrtle Beach when it's crowded. Yeah.
It's super uncomfortable.
I like going to Myrtle Beach in September.
And
now,
it's a lot of people down there not on having fun.
Now, if we talking about beaches now, my favorite beaches on the East Coast would be any of the Jersey Shore beaches, Asbury Park down there, all that down there. Yeah.
I mean, I'll settle for Carolina Beach. That's the same. It's the same as Myrtle Beach. It's the same coastline. It's just less crowded. There's less stuff to do, but it's still less crowded.
The whole thing about it, it's a whole lot to do, and even if it is crowded, it's so spread out. You know, you're not even on top of each other.
The Myrtle Beach crowd, that's just on top of each other.
I like going to Carolina Beach and getting those donuts.
But, if you are going, be safe, have a good time and stuff. Definitely be safe. Cause
watch out for the cops. Watch out for.
They ain't playing. They'll lock your ass up for jaywalking.
It's a lot of people down there who aren't we're just down here to have fun.
They're not college students and people with stuff to lose. So they'll
definitely be
preying on y'all.
But if you go, be safe. If you're going anywhere, be safe this weekend because I know a lot of people are going to be traveling. Yep. Definitely want to send out congratulations to all the graduates. I like to give congratulations to all the kids moving on to the next level.
I got a special shout out, Mia. She graduated from Ladies Wake Academy today.
Congratulations!
I'm very proud of her.
Yep,
high school, and she's getting ready to go to college.
Where?
Salem College.
Winston?
It's out in
Winston-Salem.
It's in private school out there.
Okay.
Yeah,
I got a couple of shout-outs. Got to give a shout-out to my daughter's mom. Got to give her a happy birthday shout-out. Then I got to give a birthday shout-out to my mom, whose birthday is tomorrow.
Awesome.
And just want to say you're the GOAT. To me anyway, you're the GOAT to me. So I love you. I'm sure Buddha would say the same thing, and just want to get a happy birthday shout out. Now we do have a bit of sad news.
We got to give our regular shout outs to Eighth and Fancy. For all of your adult beverage snacks and needs. Shout out to Dank Drinks for the dankest of drinks. Shout out to Crimey Dealers for being so damn crimey. And shout out to the local plug. Please eat responsibly.
Eat responsibly.
Was it Buddha supposed to hook up with her the other day or something?
Oh.
The local plug and stuff. I got to see what's popping.
Buddha was supposed to hook up with us now. Pause.
Well, I know Buddha said that he would have a hard time getting out during the week.
Okay,
he did say that. So I understand Buddha's like super dad and stuff like that. So during the week, I'm probably not going to be here on Thursdays. It just happened that I just happened to be off tonight. So cool. That's why I'm joining y'all.
I'm cool with not doing the show every Thursday. I'm burnt out this week. I'm tired.
It's been a hell of a week. It's been a hell of a week, but at least we made it through.
He didn't mean that literally, people. He tired.
Oh no, I'm sleepy as hell this week.
Look,
I've been going to bed at like 4 or 5 a.m. each night.
Damn, dog, you need to get you some sleep, man.
I know.
That's why you stay up
way.
like that, you will be tired.
I've been doing clips, been editing clips. I had to study for some interviews coming up and
How'd it
shit.
go? Before I get into the sad news,
I'm still waiting to hear back.
Did you take Go Birds?
Trying to.
Look, we'll get into that a little bit later. But like I said, we do have a bit of sad news we have to report on. Unfortunately, we have to give a RIP to the Colts owner.
Yeah.
Jim
What's his-
Irsay.
Jim Irsay.
Yeah. He passed in his sleep.
Yeah.
That's a good thing, I would think.
Nah.
I think I want to pass in my sleep.
I don't know.
Like go to sleep and not wake up. I think I'd be good with that. But that's just me though. You
I'd
know?
like to plan it out, get my affairs in order before I give it a go, because there's a lot of porno I need to erase.
You just can't have
Yeah,
anybody.
no, boy, my family go through my
I need
phone.
at least 48 hours. I
Boy,
understand that.
yeah,
I need at
boy,
least
they would
48
be
hours.
disgusted at me, boy. Let me get rid of everything.
I need at least 48
Externals.
hours. So Jim Irsay, I guess, like he said, we said he's Colts owner and probably most well known for drafting Peyton Manning.
Yep.
That.
Oh, and
Eldridge.
yeah, from Cheers.
Yeah. James, right? I'm about to say.
Oh,
Eldridge.
Norm. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Norm from
R.I.P.
Cheers.
Norm.
George went.
Yeah, that was heavy because growing up, used to watch Cheers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Norm used to walk in the bar. Everybody know Norm.
I ain't gonna lie. I thought he had already passed.
Well, he caught up to you now.
Yeah.
he gone now. But yeah,
Yeah.
Norm was really popular in the '80s. In the mid '80s, it was.
Yep.
Yeah, so shout out to both of them.
R.I.P. R.I.P.
Okay. Well, I guess we can get into the show. I started off with the Diddy. Diddy. Well, Diddy or didn't he? We definitely know Diddy did something because Kid Cudi was on the stand this week, and he did his testifying against Diddy. What were some of the things he was discussing on the stand was his Porsche being torched. That one right there, that would kind of set me off if I was Kid Cudi. You know, my car gets blown up by a Molotov cocktail.
John Wick. Want some John Wick stuff because the dog.
Yeah. So he's trying to say, or they're trying to say, is Diddy use violence as a tool while running a criminal enterprise that engaged in trafficking and racketeering? So they were bringing Kid Cudi up, kind of saying that Diddy was using violence and intimidation to get at him. And he was responsible for the Molotov cocktail inside of his Porsche 911. Damn.
Mind you, he no evidence corroborate this. It's just
Don't they have security cameras?
Yeah, but none of that was ever produced. Nobody's seen any of that. So
He said he broke in his house.
Yeah, it does say Kid Cudi agreed when a defense lawyer stated that no witnesses had placed Mr. Combs at the scene of the fire.
right. So he also was mad that Cassie had played him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Cassie played them both.
he played them both. So again, he has an axe to grind. In other words, so all again speculations. No proof. Even with all these,
The biggest thing I've seen so far is that 20,000
20,000.
from the mom.
that she got back.
It don't matter. It don't matter that she got it
20,000
back. Puffy
his-
told her Cassie mom to send him
Cassie mom
20,000.
said this.
Huh?
Cassie mom said
That's
this.
why I said Cassie mom said that Puff told her to send her 20,000 or that he was going to release a sex tape of them.
Oh.
And to me, that is
Mind you, this is his he say, she say. There's no transcript. There's no paper trail of him saying that.
But you said he sent it back though, right?
The
Didn't you
money
say
was
he
sent
it
back.
So obviously something transpired if they're saying the money was sent back.
I mean, again, you're saying
I'm going at word. Word
got
is saying there were 20 grand sent. This is what the 20 grand was sent for. Now they did say he sent it back.
They said she said she don't know whether he sent it back. That's the whole thing. See, this is what you gotta understand. When somebody is that big, they got people that works for them. You feel what I'm saying? So he doesn't necessarily, unless he said to that individual, you send this money back, she's saying that he said that. So she has an axe to grind with him as well. Why? Because he brutalized her daughter. So yeah, she would. Who won't say no hellacious shit to paint this man as a monster?
But there is $20,000 that was sent. That
which she has no paperwork because they asked her about that. So again, you just saying some shit, but you don't have no paperwork of this.
But if somebody said it was sent back, or that
if somebody can't, but if somebody
you're acknowledging that something happened. Are you not acknowledging it?
But when she was cross-examined and they asked, did she have any type of paperwork to corroborate what she's talking about?
So
she
why would
said
they say
no.
it was sent back?
I don't know. I mean, she probably somebody. It could have been somebody that's on Puffy entourage that knew something about it. Probably done, unless he directly said that he told her to do that shit. I mean, and she don't know that he directly sent it back to her. She's saying that he did, but there's no paper trail that he actually did that. That's all I'm just saying. We talking about hearsay now.
Hearsay. Well, I got a little bit more details in regards to that car because, from my understanding, it looks like one of Diddy's employees called Kid Cudi and said Diddy was in his crib, and that pissed. That's wild as hell.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to laugh. But
that's wild as hell.
You say he where?
He said, so Kid Cudi said he got a call this time from an employee of Diddy's who said that the mogul and an associate of his were inside Kid Cudi's home. The rapper testified that he left the door to his house unlocked, but that he viewed entering it without permission as having crossed the line. And Kid Cudi said he called Diddy, cursed at him, and asked whether he was at his house. He testified that Diddy said, I'm over here waiting for you. And Kid Cudi returned and said he found that his dog was shut in the bathroom, but that Diddy had left. He said, I wanted to confront him. I wanted to fight him. But then he said he called the police. So that was a little odd. You want to fight a nigga, but then you call the police on him. Yeah, but I kind of get it. But then Kid Cudi said in January 2012, his dog's babysitter called to tell him that his blue Porsche was on fire in the driveway. And when prosecutors questioned Kid Cudi about the photos, Diddy yawned from his chair. And it says, after the fire, Kid Cudi said on Thursday, he met Diddy at a club in L.A., shook his hand and said, what are we going to do about my car? And Diddy looked at him and said, I don't know what you're talking about. So Kid Cudi said 3 years later, he met Diddy again, and Diddy apologized for everything, though he was not specific. And that was the information they gave out to him. So some people were talking on the internet already. Social media is getting to it. They were saying, is Kid Cudi a snitch for getting on the court stand and testifying against Diddy? I
mean, again, we using this word snitch too loosely. Number one, a snitch is somebody, if me and you did something, we did some dirt, you got away. We both got away. Somehow, I done fucked up and got caught, right? They don't know nothing about you. They asking me, I don't have to say shit. I could just, take my shit and keep moving. But instead, I go ahead and tell them and get you caught up when you was not caught at all. You feel what I'm saying? That's snitching. Or you snitching to tell to get out of something because you got caught.
So what Kid Cudi's doing is not snitching.
That what he's doing is not snitching. And then on top of that, these people are not street people. They're entertainers. So entertainers do not have to abide. Listen, these are the people. Listen. I just want to break you YNs down. The street code doesn't apply for entertainers, business personnel, military person, government personnel, or average civilian. Okay?
Or after you reach a certain age, I'm just calling the police.
Yeah.
Like,
But you still got some old.
I understand.
Right. I'm just saying.
For us.
Right. I
For
feel
us.
you.
I'm at a police
Like,
call.
I'm
age.
at the police call age.
Exactly.
Like,
That's what I'm
there's no
saying.
street
So
code.
right. So that means you're not in the streets. That's what I was getting to. So that's what I'm
Shit,
saying.
even if I was in the street.
No.
I'm just at the age, nigga. With
I understand, but if
police
you
got to do my dirty
then,
work.
And that's the case, then you shouldn't be in the streets.
And
then.
Kid Cudi
That's
just don't
all.
come across as a street dude anyway.
No,
so
he
I don't know
doesn't.
why you would think the street rules would apply to Kid Cudi.
Right, again, but like I said, the internet and young folks, they use this snitching too loosely. You feel what I'm saying? For it to be snitching, both of y'all had to commit a crime and not tell. Voluntarily, whatever the case may be. Or I'm telling just to get you caught up because whatever the case may be. That's snitching. But if them 4 categories I just named, that's not a part of that realm. So you can't. He didn't snitch. He just told what
just
he
told
thought.
what he knew.
He just
Or
no
what he
what
thought he knew.
what he thought he knew. Because
Cool.
again,
He told his perspective of things, what he thought he knew, and that's cool.
This other witness, who is it, Kaplan? Have you been hearing about him? Apparently,
Dancer.
no, he's a former personal assistant to Diddy.
Oh, okay.
So it's George Kaplan, and he had to get on the stand and testify. He was just basically saying that there were some incidents between Diddy and Cassie where there was violence, and they were also noting that there were times where Cassie was saying she was hit and he didn't notice any bruising, and then he was also saying there were times where he did notice bruising. But my part that got me, he said he had to leave Diddy's employment when he saw Diddy throwing apples at bitches. He said, Mr. Kaplan said Diddy threw apples at another woman. And he went to the drugstore Diddy used to send this dude to the drugstore to apparently get items to help with the swelling on Cassie. But after he saw Diddy throwing apples at women, he said he couldn't take it.
That was where he
anymore.
drew the line.
that
That's too far.
went too far when he started throwing apples and shit.
far.
And he said he was pegging them pretty hard. so.
Never the smacking or the punching.
I mean,
This guy might be vegan.
I don't know what to think of this case. Like, you
Man,
know,
I told you,
I think Diddy's a piece of shit, but I don't think
He
he's guilty of what
definitely
they're
a piece.
charging.
Exactly,
Like,
the racketeering, the sex trafficking.
they're gonna have to do. They're gonna have to bring some more stuff in.
Man,
like they're gonna have to bring
shit,
some more stuff
it should
in.
never. Listen, what I'm trying to tell y'all is
But Diddy and Cassie both were complicit.
Exactly.
They
they're-
were. That's
they're-
what I'm saying.
Yeah, they're both like.
and this is nothing recent. We're talking. He's fighting. He's fighting stuff that happened decades ago.
Cassie doing
So
stuff
let's
to
keep
get
this in mind.
Cassie doing stuff to get Diddy mad. Diddy doing stuff to
Right.
get
They're a
Cassie
toxic
mad.
couple.
They're
It was
just
a toxic
going
situation.
back and forth, and they're including other people in their toxicity, bringing them in.
Yeah.
And that's why it's like, you know, in the lifestyle that they're leading, you got too many people in y'all business. Puff is, like you say, he's a piece of
He's
narcissistic.
a piece of shit, but
like,
I
just
don't believe.
I
he's
mean, but
guilty of what
Cassie,
they're
but
charging
if
him.
you really want to keep it 100, Cassie set the shit off because
Yeah.
she went to him, telling him like, "Yo, I got this book I'm about to get released," and I'm sitting here like, why would you even consult? Why would you go to him to let him know
'cause I
about
want
that you
some
about to
money.
drop this
'Cause I'm gonna
book?
get some money.
Right. So he didn't take her seriously.
That's just more toxicity.
Right, but look, so this is what I'm
Toxic it
saying. He didn't take her seriously, so that's why she filed the civil suit.
It took her serious. All it did, like, you know, and,
But
and
it's but
unfortunately-
see, this is why I say this whole case is bullshit because everybody up there has an axe to grind with them. That's all. It's not. They're still not proving their case. Sex trafficking and racketeering right now.
like Dove said, if anything, they're proving that Puff's just a narcissistic piece of shit. Like, this is all it is. When you have power, absolute power corrupts, and he had absolute power. Couldn't nobody say nothing to Puff.
Yeah. It's just so much going on, yet none of this stuff is like convincing me he's racketeering and running an organized crime ring. He's just
there's
beating up
nobody.
Cassie.
Look, there's nobody in it. normally when we talk about organized crime, there's other individuals involved. There's other people that's arrested that's in this shit. It's just him. So how you run a organization when it's just you? You got to have some other soldiers involved to help you do this.
They're going
monstrosity shit that he's supposed to be doing.
They're going to say the people he was employing was part of the ring.
No,
like
but
when Dub said that Diddy went in Old Boy house, I'm going to include him.
Right,
in
but what I'm
all.
I get what you're saying. What I'm saying is when you charge somebody racketeering, sex trafficking, right? That means you have a team. You got a team of people that's helping you. Yeah. There's a team of people that's getting arrested with you. It's just him.
Who's his Ghislaine?
It's just him. So you telling me he's running an organization?
Whatever her name.
You telling me he's running an organization and just him and nobody else been charged in this shit? That's the part that makes this case so bullshit.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Charles said Kid Cudi is not a snitch. He is a tattletale. There's a big difference.
That's the truth. He's telling the truth. He's a tattletale.
I definitely agree with that. Well,
because nigga, you had insurance on the goddamn car, so.
But yeah, I need to know who cut a hole in my shit. It's like Megan's toe.
And on top of that, like you saying, all these people got axes to grind with Puff. All these people.
All these people. All these people. You're right. All these people that the prosecution done put up so far has an axe to grind with them. And the only person who got money off this shit is Cassidy. She got 40 M's. Mm-hmm. Let's keep that in mind. So for all this,
she making
all this Stockholm syndrome that I'm hearing, that she was like, she got
very
paid,
rich
bro.
ass whooping.
She got rich. Yeah, that's the difference. So what I'm trying to get people to understand is you can't take entertainers' lifestyle and what they're going through and apply it to a regular person because they're living something way different that most of us would never, ever see.
They were just both, like we said, manipulating each other. It was just it's a tale of manipulation on both ends.
That's what it was. A toxic situation.
Like, I mean, it's just toxicity.
And she got $40 million out there, bitch, and he's fighting to keep his ass out of prison over some bullshit.
Yeah, but I know if I was Kid Cudi, somebody needs to explain why my dog is traumatized and why my 911 is blown up.
Cassie. Yeah, he'll fuck with Cassie.
9/11.
He should.
Yeah, that's a 9/11.
He should.
He ain't go for the
right. He should have smacked Puffy when he seen his ass. That's what he should have did.
He did, or he wanted to, but he called the police.
Listen, man.
Puffy come across as one of those guys. I don't think you're just going to smack Puffy and then it just because I'm sure he's always deep at times.
You right,
and just don't seem like he would be that deep.
Right, but again, too, Puffy is also them type niggas. If you smack his ass one good time, you gonna see the bitch out of him for real.
Yeah, I don't really think
he ain't no tough guy.
You ain't hear about him being tough before Bad Boy.
Exactly, he ain't no tough guy.
But it's a difference when you got security. You could,
of course, I feel what you're saying.
Kanye West is dangerous,
right? But what I'm saying is, Puffy, he come off. He's a cocky ass.
Oh, I'm
nigga.
sure if you caught him by himself,
right? Exactly. So what I'm saying is, Puffy knew that. Kid, once the nigga, if this allegedly, if he allegedly went, listen now, if he allegedly went in your house, right, and you talk to the nigga on the phone, and the nigga tell you like, yeah, nigga, I'm in your crib, what? You feel what I'm saying? And by the time you get there, he's gone. Your dog is in the fucking damn bathroom and shit. Then when you see, then when you see the nigga, you approach him about it, and he tell you, I don't know nothing about it. So that means he was by himself. He could have smacked his ass then, and he didn't. And Puffy knew he wasn't gonna do shit.
I don't know why.
Allegedly,
I don't know why I think it's always somebody in entertainers' houses. I don't know. Like
niggas keep their doors open. They have parties and shit.
Nothing.
That's the reason why. Again, so this is why I'm saying this whole shit is bullshit. Because if he's at somebody's house, if he's at his car, I know this nigga got a security system all around that bitch, all around it. Like, come on, this Kid Cudi. He ain't no. He's considered a high end B, low A superstar. You feel what I'm saying? You ain't at no regular house.
Kid Cudi's a B.
Is he?
Huh?
You said C?
I don't know. I don't listen to Kid
I
Cudi.
listen to Kid Cudi.
I don't.
Hey, I listen to Kid Cudi. He's
B.
like a high B, low A. Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
Jada
yeah.
Kiss and them are low A's. Kid Cudi is not a low A. No.
No.
If Jada Kiss and
how
Styles
Jada
are
Kiss-
low A's.
How they low A's?
Because DMX and them are high A's. Jada
Quote
Kiss and Styles
Kid
Wait,
Cudi
so what?
bar.
Huh?
Quote a
Day
Kid
and
Cudi
night.
bar. Yeah, like a.
I mean, I'm not. Listen, bro. I'm not. I can't quote his shit, but I listen to his shit. I know his name. You know what I'm saying? The type
We
of
know
music.
Day and Night, the Lonely Stoner. Like, we know this.
Right. Of course. Okay, all right.
Oh, I
Then.
meant besides that song.
Okay. Well,
Give me
there you
one.
go.
I don't know. I don't listen
He's
to
a
Kid
B-list.
Cudi.
He's a B-list rapper.
Okay. Well, whatever.
See,
I mean,
wait. I thought Jada Kiss and Styles were B-list.
Well, then he's C then.
Okay, because at least you know Jada Kiss and Styles music. You know
Then
their
he's
bars.
definitely-
I
see.
don't give them B's. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I don't even know how they got. How Jada got a B. I can see Styles being a B, but not Jada.
Both of them are B's.
Hell no.
But Jada might be a B plus, but both of them are B's.
Okay, I remember. We when we talked about it said because he doesn't have a classic album. Okay,
Does Kid Cudi have a classic album?
I can't say
He
that.
got a classic song,
He got classic songs.
Day and Night, The Lonely
He said
Stoner.
songs.
I
That's
said
more than
songs.
one.
I said songs. I
don't know more
I
than
narrowed it
one.
down.
That's the only Kid Cudi song I know.
Day and Night.
Day and night.
And
But
stoners.
we're older. Like the younger kids probably,
Yeah.
they might know a little bit more, but that's the only song I know, and they played it forever. So of course you had no choice but to know it.
Well, I don't agree with Kid Cudi as an artist, but I definitely agree something should be looked into further in regards to.
His 9/11.
Yeah, that shit still got me. Like, yo, somebody cut a hole in this man's 9/11, threw a Molotov cocktail, and don't nobody know what happened.
A Molotov cocktail.
A Molotov.
and he supposedly got a call from one of Diddy's employees. Did he name drop the employee who told him?
I would hope so.
See, no, he ain't name drop because if he did, you would have read it off. He would have said who the Diddy employee was. He just said.
I mean, I'm sure he said that, and I don't know if the article mentioned it.
I believe they would have told it.
Yeah,
They
who
said
knows?
they
Are they supposed to be doing testimony tomorrow? Because I know
I
it's a
hope
long
so.
week.
Yeah, tomorrow.
tomorrow.
They're doing it for
Okay.
5 days
I
a
know
week.
it's a long week.
It's a long ass trial, bro. They trying to get this shit.
Now, Shelly Ann in the chat says she doesn't see the evidence on Diddy. She sees more evidence on Cassie to go to jail.
I don't know about the go to jail. Like I say, they're both complicit.
Apple Chicks
they're
was a
both
doctor,
complicit
then
in
maybe
this.
Puffy took.
They're both complicit.
An apple a day. Yeah, she was a doctor and he ain't want her around, so he was tossing apples at her.
They're both toxic and they're both complicit. I mean, when
He's
they
not guilty
brought
on these charges.
when they brought Cassie forward, they seemed like they were going to make her this individual that had been
Sympathetic, she's
super
pregnant.
sympathetic and all this. But as the more information came out in the
She's
the
just
trial,
as part
you're just
of
like,
it. She's toxic.
They-
She's a part of it. Both of them niggas was strung out on drugs. You feel what I'm saying?
he did something, so she going to do something to retaliate. So
Exactly,
he gonna retaliate
exactly.
back, and that's just how it
Wow,
just went.
that sounds like me and my ex without the violence
Or the money.
and without
Travel,
and-
happiness.
and all the illicit drugs,
shopping sprees,
and all the illicit drugs,
and freak offs.
freak off.
Definitely
Well,
none of the freak offs.
Yeah, there were no freak offs.
right?
Yeah, so we're gonna see how this plays out.
As of now, I don't see him
yeah, as
guilty.
of now, the defense is winning because they're not able to make Diddy so far look like the criminal enterprise nigga that they trying to
They
make.
just made him look like a piece of shit.
Again, I'm just dumbfounded. Like, where the other people at? Where the other people part of this organization?
They trying to make him look like
he a
CJ
one-man-
from
he a-
GTA.
He a one man show.
Yeah, boy. This is interesting. So we're gonna see how this plays out further. But wanted to move on from Diddy to discuss Remy Ma. For some reason, she's in the news this morning, and I think it has something to do with the Clarissa Shields interview
On the
Breakfast Club
You think?
yesterday. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So Clarissa Shields hops on the Breakfast Club yesterday, discusses an upcoming fight, her normal interview, just mentions how her and Papoose are happy. So here comes Remy Ma's evil ass popping up on IG, throwing shade at Papoose and whatnot. Hold on, I got the clip queued up.
Listen, this is what I would like. Papoose, you have my lawyer's information. If you can't afford to retain a lawyer, since your lawyer that the number you gave us has not been retained yet, I told you I'll paper it. If somebody over there that loves you wants to paper it, great. That will make me happy. Everything is signed and ready to go. I don't want nothing. I'm not even asking for child support. My daughter's school, her babysitter, her nanny, her gymnastics, her swimming, her dancing, her health care, her all of that. I take care of it like I've always done. I don't need anything. Stop making these people think that I'm stopping you or anybody from being happy. I want to be happy.
Yeah, so that was Remy begging Papoose to make her happy, and in a different way than he used to. This time by leaving her alone and signing the papers. So I'm not sure what's going on with the Remy Papoose situation. Somebody's holding up something, and apparently Remy's saying it's Papoose holding it up.
Papoose saying it's her.
So somebody in this situation is lying.
I mean, I'm gonna give my recount of this situation. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong.
Sure.
And if I'm wrong, please. But to me, Pat rode Remy wave, and to me, when she got locked up, Pat was there, I guess, holding her down. But Pat was probably doing his thing and stuff like that. Remy comes home.
Yeah.
They're on Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah.
Remy's up there. You know what I'm saying?
And make more money together as a couple.
So, to me, I can see what she's saying, Pat. But, like I said, how often do you hear of guys, men, waiting for women to come back home from doing a bid? How often can you say you've heard of this?
It won't be B-Dub. I know that.
I'm just saying. No,
I just never heard of it.
Let me know of any
I've never heard of it.
You ever heard say my woman's locked up? I'm waiting for her to get out of prison.
That's why it's always hard for me to feel bad for Pat.
I can't feel bad for Pat.
You waxing up women in prison.
Now, I will say that this though, Remy comes off as a little mad,
ungrateful.
I'm not going to say ungrateful, but she does come off as
she's
mad.
ungrateful. That nigga held you down in prison. Even if y'all don't fuck with each other, there should be a certain mutual level of respect.
I'm letting y'all go ahead and talk before I say what I'm gonna say.
Still your child's father.
True. Go aside.
Husband, ex-husband.
I don't have a lot to say positive about Pat. He can put words together real great. That nigga's a wordsmith.
Yes, he slaughters alphabets.
He's a wordsmith.
Yes, he does.
Okay, so this is where I disagree that he riding her wave because
I
he
never
didn't.
said that.
No, I said
he
that.
said it
I said that.
because when he started fucking with her, she was in prison, so she was.
Was she?
Yeah, she was. She was in prison. They wasn't fucking with each other when she was out. They linked up when she was in prison.
Yeah, that's
so
kind of jacked up.
Yeah,
which even goes to more what I'm saying.
No, but this is where I'm
sorry.
This is where I say no because I think, correct me if I'm wrong. She lasted to Lean Back. Was she out when Lean Back or when?
No, I thought she was.
She was on Terror Squad.
She was after Lean Back.
Okay, all right, cool. All right, so she was on Terror Squad, right when they was Big Pun and them was hot and everything. Mm-hmm. That's when she went to prison. Then, okay, yep. So she was hot because of Terror Squad, her affiliation to Terror Squad. Now he linked up with her while she was in prison. Now he's buzzing because he's underground battle rapping. You feel what I'm saying?
I don't know if Pap has ever been buzzing.
Oh yeah,
no. He was offered $1 million deal.
Yeah,
K Slay.
Yeah.
When I'm saying buzzing like that compared to Remy name always been bigger than Pap's.
No. I'm not. See, you just wasn't on Pat Pooh.
She was attached to Fat
She
Joe.
was. She was attached. I just said she was attached to Terror Squad.
$1 million.
Her name was still bigger than Pat.
No, Pat.
Not if he's getting a $1 million deal and she's not.
I'm giving you the timeline. This is the reason why I say he wasn't riding her way, because she was coming. She was linked to Terror Squad. That was late 90s. You feel what I'm saying? Late 90s. She went to prison. He linked up with her. Pap linked up with her while she was in prison. His name buzzing in the streets because of battle rapping and shit like that. You feel what I'm saying? K Slay, a whole bunch of niggas was trying to sign this nigga. You feel what I'm saying? So when he linked up with her, he was the one buzzing. She was fading off. But she's only, like I said, because of Terror Squad, that's the reason why you talking about Remy. Now, when she gets out, you feel what I'm saying? They do Love and Hip Hop. They're getting money together, the Black Love, da-da-da. You feel what I'm saying? And yeah, she wanted to break off and do her own thing.
I kind of disagree with that take.
Okay, that's fine.
I believe that because Remy's she had, especially at that time, her fan base was really solid.
What album she had?
Nigga, when Remy came home, remember she had
before she went in.
Like that. No, what album she had? Remy went in hot as hell. Like
Remy was the question
really
I asked you was, she didn't have no album before
what fucking album does Pap have?
Didn't she have the Conceited album?
That came out when she came home.
He been rhyming forever.
Listen, I gave you why he was hot. And you know, in New York, if you the shit battle rapper and shit like that, your name ring bells. So his did.
But this is my thing. You're saying that you're battle rapping. Where are you getting because she's getting residuals off of songs. Lean Back.
That's after the fact. That's
and a couple other
Lean
songs.
Back
So where is his residuals?
Lean Back. Listen, you getting it twisted. Lean Back and shit is when she got out. Before she went in, she was linked to Terror Squad. Everything Terror Squad, Big Pun, and Fat Joe and them. She didn't have no album before she went in. I don't remember.
But her name was still
because of Terror Squad.
Nevertheless, whoever it was because. It could have been because of anybody. Her name was still buzzing
so what I'm saying is, this is why I'm saying listen to the timeline. Off of Terror Squad, she's buzzing. She did what? She did like 4 or 5 years, right? Mm-hmm. Kind of faded. Her name kind of faded.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Papoose, his shit was ringing bells because of underground battle rapping. Then niggas like K Slay and them and other labels was trying to sign a nigga. He didn't have to because of what he was doing outside of that. K Slay and them confirmed this shit. So I'm just saying. So when they linked up together, she was in prison. And then her name started buzzing again because of what they were doing. The Black Love shit. Oh, he holding her down while she in prison, et cetera, et cetera. When she gets out, they jump right into Love and Hip Hop and go on from there. Now she got Conceited and Lean Back, all that shit popping off. Yeah. And Pat written a lot of her shit. So that's all I just want to say.
Yeah. Charles said when he was on the Touch It remix, he was the hottest new rapper out.
Yeah. There you go. He's backing what I'm saying.
Yeah. Now, in addition to that, Remy also mentioned she wanted to focus on accountability because apparently there was a rumor going around that she had got rid of all of Papoose's stuff. But on the IG video that we posted a clip from, she's showing garbage bags full of Papoose's.
No. They are not garbage bags. She specifically said I think she got them off of Amazon and shit. She said these bags are great bags. She said I properly store your hats, your shoes. She showed a bag. Those some good looking bags. There wasn't no garbage bags.
What you say? Give her props.
No, gotta give her props now. Okay. She had them bitches nice and neat.
Well, that's my thing. Why you waiting to go back and get your stuff though, bro?
Yeah.
Because Clarissa buying him new shit. That's why.
Pack bags of clothes for Papoose. That's what it says. Okay, I didn't know they weren't in garbage bags.
No, they ain't in garbage bags.
But she did mention the jewelry that was missing.
Yeah, she did. That she said that was pawn.
Yeah. And she said it was in a pawn shop somewhere in New York. I forgot where she said it was. But yeah,
I'm assuming she got it if she knew exactly where it was.
Yeah. And she's also accusing Papoose of turning into
a wife.
Well, that too. She criticizes his lack of support and his involvement in situations that have damaged her reputation. So,
I mean, she talking about her reputation. Wasn't she fucking with somebody for a whole year before he started doing something? I mean, did I miss something here?
well, that's you holding Remy accountable. That's not.
I'm just saying she was. I'm just like, did we not talked about this all last year? Like this dude, from what we saw, he was quiet about the shit. He ain't say shit. Meanwhile, we like, nigga, why you ain't saying nothing? Your damn wife out here with a nigga who's a lookalike like you, who's trying to do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like almost like you got a mini me and shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, what we doing? He ain't say shit. So now she comes in probably from fucking with that nigga. He's sleeping. He got the phone. She looks through the phone, being nosy. Did she see all the shit? And he was still talking to Clarissa, and she was the one that got messy and got on IG and told the world what was going on. And this is where we are right now. I'm just like, I thought that's what happened.
Like they say, the nigga ain't have shit stains in his drawers until you broke up. You didn't notice the shit stains in his drawers until you left him.
It wasn't a problem.
Exactly. She was licking his ass.
That's how it go. Like, she don't say nothing about the shit stains in the nigga drawers until they broke up, and now he just the word. So but she does come off a little bitter. But she's bitter. She's mad because that nigga done moved on from her ass. True, but like
she had two niggas.
Pat, to me, still, I'm like, nah.
Listen. For me on the outside looking at, I don't see what he done wrong. He got caught. He got caught slipping. He was on. I just gave you what happened. How the shit happened. He got caught slipping. Fell asleep on the phone talking to Clarissa, and she came in and saw the shit. She was the one that put this whole firestorm out here. She's telling everybody what was going on. She's trying to clown him. So
she basically called him a leech. That's basically what she called him.
She did what?
She's basically calling him a leech. She's saying he jumping from one name to another name.
I mean, I don't see how when so
she said that.
Oh, I guess I didn't mean cut you off. So I guess you fucking with a no name, right? That doesn't make you a leech.
She said that one of the gifts that she tried to give off as Pap gave to her, she was the one who bought it, but wanted to still portray the image of the black love thing, saying that Pap gave to her. I'm just saying how she's making.
Of course, but they trust and believe
because there was money in there.
There was money involved, so she was already. Her PR people was already telling her, like, hey, you better lock in with this shit. You
I know, but remember when Remy got out, she had the store on Cap.
Exactly.
As soon as she got there with the store on Cap, and these chicks here were all over it.
Exactly. And that's when her money was getting up where she, because that shit only lasted like a year. It lasted like a year. So again, what I'm just saying is, I'm taking everything she's saying with a grain of salt. She's mad because she caught the nigga slipping. You feel what I'm saying? Meanwhile, we know what you doing. You know what I'm saying? So you already got caught. So now you just like, I caught you doing what you doing. But nigga, you was already doing what you was doing. So yeah, naturally I'm gonna do what the hell I'm doing. You already done stepped out. And I ain't even call you out your name.
Just another relationship that went down bad, and now we
all got to pay for it.
This is what
Charles
happens.
said something in chat.
Yeah,
black love is no more. Is that what I take from this?
No, he was saying she was messing with Easy, the black captain, way before he was messing with Clarissa.
Exactly. It was been
I'm pretty sure
it's been like a whole year before he started fucking with Clarissa. She just mad the fact that this nigga
moved on.
Yeah, and seems to be happy.
Right, and he's happy, and so
she can't fight the woman.
Right, she can't beat the woman ass, so she getting at him.
Definitely tell her don't fight Clarissa.
Exactly. So she's hurt right now. Her ego's hurt right now.
Yes, it is. And speaking of hurt egos, this Tory Lane saga continues. I'm sure you saw earlier in this week, Megan Thee Stallion released a Twitter post basically about the new evidence that was discovered after Tory was stabbed up. She said, at what point are y'all going to stop making me having to relive being shot by Tory? And at what point are Tory and y'all fans going to stop lying? Like, how much is the check to keep harassing me? And then she said, 1 minute y'all said I was never shot. Now y'all letting him play in y'all face again and say I was shot, but it wasn't him. Oh, okay. So those are some of the comments Megan released. And
I mean, the one thing Megan has to say that she's not, and which Jason Lee allude to this when a text message between him and Tory, which I'm like, how you got a text message and this nigga in prison? But I digress. He got a text message saying,
I thought it was before he went to prison.
Oh, okay, all right. So he got a text message from him stating that when he gets out, he want him to interview him. He gonna set the record straight, and that the fact that with Jason Lee was alluding that he basically took the rap for Meg's homegirl because
he a goofy.
Yeah, right. And he said because she's a mom and he lost his mother at the age of 11. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why he basically.
Does he have children?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Well. So that's why he basically took the rap for it. Meanwhile.
That is the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
I'm sorry. That's stupid as hell.
It is. I
this nigga's literally saving hoes.
He is.
Like that.
He is. And I believe.
Assuming that's real.
You know what? And I can believe that narrative that he probably did do some dumb shit like that, and then he tried to make himself.
I hope not.
Really?
God, I hope.
Hey man, because he probably thought. Because he probably no. You know what? I'm going. Let's play this out right quick. I can see this actually. He thinking this shit, and the fact that they're concocting this story that he's not gonna get caught because number one, he didn't shoot the gun. That's number one. Because if he did, he would have had gunpowder residue on his hands. He didn't have enough time to go clean his hands off before investigators came around. Number one and number two. Outside of that, it was inside the fucking limo.
He really out here saving hoes if that's the case. I hope he shot that girl. I hope because
he didn't
if it
shoot
comes
that
back
girl.
that he did it, he looked even more like a simp.
Her friend shot her ass.
Then Tory Lanez really looks like a real goofy.
He a simp.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I would have thrown everybody under the bus.
He a simp. He a simp.
Ain't no way you can make me think that they're not going to charge you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He did that. I believe he did some
more
dumb
rappers
shit
need to be like Kid Cudi and just tell what they saw.
Tell it.
You don't win real nigga points going to jail for a woman.
This nigga actually going to jail saving motherfuckers.
Yeah, so it looks like Tory was moved to a new prison facility, so he's out the hospital. And it looks like he's not happy about it, but he said I guess it's better than dying in the old prison, being in the new prison. But this new evidence thing has really been pissing me off because you had that goddamn Republican rep, Anna Paulina Luna.
Yep, she's involved.
Yeah, but I feel like she's capping because she said there was supposed to be some new video presented in 36 hours. It's been over 36 hours. I ain't heard from this chick. Yeah, I don't like the fact that she put that out there. See, a lot of people are saying MAGA is just using Tory's name to gather some publicity, and they have no way of helping them.
If people don't understand what they're doing, what Trump's doing, he's cherry picking certain entities to sway people's opinion, controlling the narrative. That's what he's doing. So that's all they're doing. Here you are, Tory Lanez. She probably up for re-election. You feel what I'm saying? Her district. And she jumping on the bandwagon with his ass to drum up support.
Yeah. She wants Newsom. She wants Gavin Newsom to pardon Lanez. And she believes there's flawed evidence. So this is a lot of mess, man.
Like you said, this is the most confusing.
Yeah, somebody
case
got
ever.
shot in the toe and don't nobody know nothing. It's just like Kid
they
Cudi's
know.
fault.
They just not telling the truth.
But
they know.
that's what I'm saying.
It's all
And
good.
Meg going hard because if this shit comes out that
she lied.
Oh,
Her career's a wrap.
Yeah, she fucked up. She gonna lose a lot of goddamn money.
Yeah. Hey, did y'all see Corey? Because Corey made a comment on the Meg Thee Stallion incident. I got that queued up.
They said Meg Thee Stallion was sitting there drinking like she ain't bothered that these new allegations have come out that they lied on their brother Tory Lanez.
Oh, yeah.
And she act like it ain't shit.
Right.
Because this is somebody who, in my opinion, I've never heard nothing good about her.
Right.
I'm talking about people who know her. And I'm not saying I know a lot of people who know her, but I know Texas. I'm gonna tell you something, man. When women who are loose and project themselves as these housewives starter kit type bitches, when they talk, I get frustrated.
Housewife starter kit.
Yeah, these housewives starter kit bitches. I be like, man, what is this bitch talking about? People be like, you ain't never heard this song? I was in the car and this bitch played some Meg Thee Stallion on my YouTube. I got so mad. I was like, bitch, you throwing off my algorithm with this sucker shit.
That's gonna keep popping.
I don't listen to that sucker shit about what a bitch lying about. Somebody put you on. They got your face and body fixed up. You ain't shit. You look like a boy got all that shit on. Goddamn, shut the fuck up. And now I brought her up to make a point. Did the ultimate lie, turns out.
Man, there's so much in that case, Corey. Tory Lanez is about to get probably more money off a lawsuit than he ever made doing music. And they
Suing who? The state?
What? Check, man. You don't.
You know the lawyer that railroaded him is the bitch I was talking about. That was after me.
Remember, I told you his people wanted him to call in and talk to you live.
We're gonna have them call in and talk.
Yeah, so that was Corey giving his thoughts on Megan Thee Stallion. As you see, Meg, assuming if she is caught lying, you are going to have a very huge list of enemies to be accounted for, especially after Tory has been stabbed up. So I'm really hoping she told the truth. And
Yeah, definitely hope she told the truth.
yeah, but as you can see, people like Corey are turning against Meg. I do agree with the beginning part with Corey. I've never heard people talk positively about Meg Thee Stallion. There's always somebody who has a conflict with her. That cameraman, you remember the gay Latino cameraman?
Uh-huh.
Somebody's always saying something negative about Meg Thee Stallion. Yeah, and he's right. I've never heard somebody say something positive about her. And then she helped those children. I've never heard anybody say that about Meg. So it's kind of a strange paradox because everybody's split down the middle. You have women who believe that Tory shot her and that justice has been served. And then you have people who are just like, we don't believe Meg. So that's why this is so frustrating. And like I said, I don't think anybody is going to come out of this looking good. It's very confusing. So I'm just curious to know.
Some lying going on, that's all.
You think it's lying?
Hell yeah. Everybody who was in that fucking limo know what happened. They covering for the main culprit, which is her friend.
But
That's what it is.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. All I'm saying is, this is the first time in history that I've seen somebody get convicted of shooting somebody. They retrieved a gun, but they have no residue or fingerprints on that bitch.
And that's the part that is really confusing me. But and did you also hear that he had a gag order, so he wasn't able to like talk about any of this?
He was.
That's confusing as well.
Meg Thee Stallion had pressed that issue. He got that gag order about a month ago.
Yeah, so that now he's not able to talk about it, and now he's getting hits in prison by Mexicans with boots. Because did they ever find out what the cause was?
No, I haven't heard anything about it.
So was this just like you think a planned hit on Tory?
You know what? Nowadays I wouldn't be.
It could be anything. It could be for anything. Reputation. It could be for you're in prison. You see what I'm saying? Like
yeah, but
Tory probably the most famous person in that prison.
Probably is most likely. Yeah.
It could be for rap. You know what I'm saying? It could be for anything. We haven't had no details have come out like you said about what happened.
Yeah. Yeah, this is just craziness all around. But yeah, I'm kind of interested to know what this new evidence is. And some people are even saying that Tory's just being strung along by the legal team of his so they can get more money out of him by, keeping new evidence, new this, new that, so more money can come.
Well, like Dove said, it's been 36 hours.
Yeah.
If there's nothing tomorrow,
yeah,
then I don't expect nothing.
Now, Charles says he believes Meg is full of it because she keeps saying that she isn't the one that put charges on Tory, but she was all on the internet saying he was the one who shot her.
Facts.
True.
Yeah.
True.
But yeah, the DA charged Tory with these crimes, not
Right.
Meg herself. So,
But the point is, police was called.
yeah, somebody called the
Somebody
police.
called the police.
Who was it though? Was it like Meg or was it somebody in the vicinity?
I want to say somebody. I want to say somebody in the vicinity.
That makes all the sense because I don't think either. Yeah, nobody should.
The crazy part about it is, okay, yeah, they was arguing. That's what it was, and the fight was going on. The fight was going on between Meg and her friend.
Yeah,
You feel what I'm saying? So the commotion that was being heard, that's what got the attention of the people that was around. Then the gunshot, because there's only one shot. You feel what I'm saying? So they heard a commotion more than anything, and then where they probably was at, they was leaving out of what's the girl name?
Kylie Jenner.
The Jenner, yeah. They was leaving her house, so they in an upscale neighborhood. So you're in an upscale neighborhood and you having a commotion like that. Yeah, I can imagine. It's a quiet spot. Motherfuckers out looking and shit.
Yeah, boy. It's a
gunshot,
quiet
bro.
ass upper middle class neighborhood. And you
Upper
got some
middle class.
hubbub.
These are rich folks.
Oh, okay. This
You
is
know what a gunshot sound like, and it
Yeah,
not supposed to be in my neighborhood.
exactly. It ain't supposed to be in my neighborhood.
It ain't supposed to be in my neighborhood.
These are multi-million-dollar mansions.
This is an upscale community.
right. This is an upscale.
Like,
Look,
yeah.
you gotta come in through the security gate,
Look,
nigga.
we don't even have sirens going off out here, dude.
Right.
Like so a gunshot. Yeah,
Gunshot.
we know what it is.
Everybody hearing that shit. Everybody.
Yeah. And speaking of which, it looks like Glorilla and Megan Thee Stallion had to clarify a situation because it was assumed that after Glorilla shared a song of Tory's, Meg got upset and seemed to have unfriended her. But it all seemed to have been a misunderstanding because Glorilla reached out to her and cleared it up.
Who cares?
Now they're friends again.
Who cares?
Well, I only brought up the Glorilla point because I wanted to get into the next topic of Glorilla getting a nose job. Have you seen the new nose on Glorilla?
Yeah.
I always said she was cute. Y'all tried to dog that girl at first. I always thought.
She dogging herself.
I always
She ain't
thought
had
Chloe
no
was
damn
cute.
get no nose job. She ain't had
Nah,
no
she
big.
did it. She was cute before.
She ain't had no big ass nose.
Yeah.
What we doing?
This is proof, as I said, that women don't like themselves.
She don't like herself.
Look, I've
Did she
always
get a
thought
butt?
Chloe
Did
was
she get-
cute.
what's
She
your-
got everything
She got
done.
titties.
She got her breast done.
No.
She got her nose done.
No. The
What?
girl been in the gym. No, don't do that. Everybody
I
don't
know
go.
I
she
didn't
been in
say
the
anything
gym.
about her
Don't
butt.
go-
No, she got implants.
She said
She did get
said-
jobs done now.
She said that she been in the gym. I ain't seen nothing about no implants nowhere.
I just asked a question. I
I'm just saying
said,
that's the first thing we come up is she got. They said the
She
girl
said
been
she
in
got
the gym.
implants.
I didn't see
I
that.
was under the impression that she did got something done outside her nose. This ain't the first job.
She already said she got implants.
I think she did got some breasts.
I never heard that. I
she
heard
ain't
that
hardly
she
had
was
no
just in the
chest.
gym working out.
I know she been in the
You
gym
don't get
working.
titties from working out, nigga.
Right. Yeah, them shits tighten up, lift up. She ain't had no chest.
Yeah. Now I definitely know Glorilla got a boob job, but
Yeah, she ain't had no chest.
yeah, that's why I be saying, man, these women don't like themselves. The first thing they do is get money,
It's the
and then they
industry,
just
man.
change what
It's
they completely
definitely the
look like.
industry.
The
It's the
industry.
industry.
Nah, that's
It
them.
is.
They
You-
forcing them like, hey, you like I can imagine
In
what
that
they saying. Her.
competitive market, you have to be as good looking as possible.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the industry.
Glorilla didn't make it looking as good as possible. Her first song, her first video.
But to carry on what I've started already,
Right.
what I've gotten
Basically-
started, I'm going to
First of all, it's a long shot that whether you're gonna do good, and the fact that you exceeded expectations. All right, now for us to keep this wave going, for you to have a longer career, because You done exceeded. I done made my money back and some back with this album this album that you did. You feel what I'm saying? I got my investment. So now the next thing is, how can we keep this shit going? You might have to do a little bit enhancing. They look at you different now. You making money.
I'm not with the new nose shit because first of all, the new nose don't even look that much, different than the original nose.
Correct.
I thought if you get a nose job, it's gonna be some Michael Jackson shit where you just get that smooth, sleek aerodynamic.
If that's what makes her feel better, so be it.
I mean, I'm just saying she had I didn't think she had a big ass nose.
I didn't
from the
think so.
jump.
I always thought she was. I thought
What
she
about
was a
Little
pretty
Kim?
girl.
Did the industry tell Little Kim to do that?
Yes.
Yes.
You really think the industry said, go fuck your face up?
Yeah.
Yes.
And she just got suckered in that shit.
I don't believe that.
Because Lil' Kim was fine as hell when she
I
came
know.
in.
That's what I'm saying.
But the thing about it is she didn't look grown. She looked like a little girl.
It don't matter.
It does. I
But
get
you see what they did, and she lost her looks. That was like her fall off.
Right.
Right now, I
she
think
trying to
Glow.
keep that shit up.
I think Glow is the #1 female artist.
Really?
I think she has surpassed Meg. I think now.
Has she surpassed Nicki? Has she surpassed
no.
Cardi?
Nicki hasn't done. Cardi hasn't done anything.
Yeah, Cardi
I
hadn't done
believe
nothing since that one album.
Nicki is but as in right now, right now, it's Glow.
Possibly. I mean, I don't disagree with that.
Glow and Lotto.
Yeah, they the hottest.
Lotto,
Lotto. She did her thing last summer.
Yeah,
I mean,
Lotto hot too.
She burning them concerts up.
I don't get it, but I mean,
Big Mama. You hear the women we talking about Big Mama? They get in.
I mean, Lotto dope. And then it don't help that she
look good.
She's attractive. It don't hurt.
She
at all.
fine as hell. But yeah, but
look, I mean, we see how looks. Look at Ice Spice. This girl, to me, ain't got a lick of talent, but they love her, and she bad.
She's mixed, and she got a fair skin.
yeah.
And on top of that,
that's
freckles.
just how how the entertainment industry is.
Yeah.
You know how it is.
But I just feel like, man, she could have still had the same career without the nose job because
I feel you.
people accepted her as she looked. I understand her getting her teeth fixed because she's going to smile. I understand anybody getting their teeth fixed. I understand anybody clearing up any major blemishes like bad skin or a mole or a tag. I get all that. But when you start going under the knife and slicing up the features you were born with, to me, that's whack. And somehow, some way, they always blame a nigga for doing it.
Nah,
They'd be like, yeah, if men didn't do we wouldn't have to do this. And it's like, bitch, all I wanted you to do was cook. I didn't ask you to slice your face up for me.
Nah,
you wild, dog.
That's how they do. They blame us for everything and say we influenced them to run out and do this. And I'm just like, I've never heard a man just like, yeah, shorty, you need to chop some of that nose off.
I still think Glow is cute. I always thought she was cute.
Yeah, she's
I
a cute
thought she was
girl.
attractive.
That's why it's even more whack that she had to go out and do that. I could understand if you was a model, but you're not a model. You didn't get on.
See, you don't know where this is going to transition to. You don't know where this is going to transition to. Don't do that. She might not be a model yet, or she might be modeling because you know that.
Charles says Dolce is the hottest female rapper out.
Well, I mean, she won a Grammy, so
Yeah, that is true. But I think Glorilla is the hottest non-industry plant.
right. Her and Lotto.
Yeah, I'll give you Doe.
Yeah.
I'll give you Doechii. Doechii is popping like that. Like Hassan said, with her grabbing the Grammy, it's kind of hard to fight against the
But
Grammy.
I mean, as far as who was blazing last summer, the concerts, it was Glorilla and Lotto.
Glow been putting on. Glow has
and
been
Meg
putting
too,
on without any.
Her and Meg was touring together.
Oh yeah, that's why.
Glorilla and Meg was
misconceptions.
they was touring together last year.
You might as well do that, and then we go to that.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, yeah, we wanted to move into our next story with Rod Wave.
The ultimate crash out.
Can somebody explain to me what's going on? Because every story I read, it's like there was this incident in April, but they're not telling me what the incident
And
is.
why are we hearing about it now? That's what I'm saying. It's like, mate.
The kids at my job, because they love him. They was like, whoever he was with cheated on him, and
He crashed out.
and he shot up her truck.
Oh, you an idiot.
Super crash out.
How
But-
come I see no publication saying that though?
Well, the kids, they
Maybe they. I mean, and I'm not doubting the kids. It's just,
Allegedly, that's what happened. But
Yeah.
if you've ever listened to Rod Wave,
that's how he get his money.
does it sound far fetched that
Right.
he would crash out?
Nah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, does it sound like
I'm like,
that's
nigga,
not
you are hottest artist out there. You letting a woman suck her in your ass. I mean, I can understand being mad, upset, but that means you gotta take a hard look at yourself and see where the fuck you doing wrong. You feel what I'm saying? Understanding yourself and having a confidence like, nigga, you the meal ticket. So if a bitch fucking leave your ass, oh well, replace her ass.
But he's Rod Wave.
Nigga, you ride wave.
You know what the most amazing thing is? This nigga is 7 inches shorter than me and 20 pounds heavier. I'm like, God damn, nigga.
And the saddest, and look, PM Dawn, oh my God, boy. PM Dawn, this is PM Dawn.
No, it ain't. I don't know. Prince B got his ass kicked. Rob Wade wasn't shooting shit up.
But I'm just like the music, how I've told you, PM Dawn would have been huge in this era.
Yeah.
That's
they would have been
because PM Dawn
huge
went up
in this
against
era.
Some G.
Could you imagine Rod Wave in that era? KRS couldn't even throw him his big
what I'm
ass off
saying.
the
Like,
stage.
PM Dawn would have been the biggest thing ever in this era. Like, nah, Rod Wave is so. Have you ever listened to this guy?
I can't. He's too depressing.
Like,
That's depressing music.
and they love him. I mean, the kids at my
Go
job
crazy.
love him.
I
He
know.
came to concert. The girl said she was crying because he walked by her. I'm like, boy, girl, stop.
There's a lot of jokes about that, but I'm gonna leave it alone.
Look, I don't know what it is, but
Yeah, every place is reporting he was the victim of a burglary and committed no crimes. How was he even charged as a result of his home getting broken into? That's all I'm seeing.
This is Georgia though.
Rod Wave arrested on gun and assault charges.
But this is Georgia though. They be doing something.
Now go read the details and see if you can make sense, because all they keep saying is they got him on gun and assault charges. He's out on bond. None of these news stories are saying why he has the gun and assault charge. You just got to go off the YNs. Apparently, they may know more than these news publications.
Gun charges come because you're a felon. So you already know that's a charge.
Okay, so here's some more detail. They said the charges stem from an alleged April 21st altercation at Rod Wave's residence. Police claim that after a burglary at the property, Rod Wave and his associates engaged in a verbal dispute that escalated into gunfire, and a semi-automatic pistol was fired 14 times with 11 bullets striking an associate's G-Wagon. One hitting Rod Wave's own Rolls Royce. You emotional ass nigga. You shot your own shit up. Another piercing his home's wall, and one round unaccounted for.
So are they saying he was the victim, but he got charged because he had the gun and he was
He
firing?
retaliated by
And he
shooting.
retaliated. That's what they're saying.
Are they saying this dude whose car he shot up is responsible for the robbery?
Supposedly.
And the dude is there to help.
Yeah, so what? So what? Excuse me. Without.
What the fuck is going on?
I know
with
where you
this
going
nigga?
with this shit. Like, nigga, you robbed me,
And
and
now
then
you
you
at my
standing
crib.
here, you talking shit, nigga. And on top of that you robbed me. So, so this is what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
The nigga was there in his house, probably there. They probably doing in the studio doing some beat or some music, and he probably stole something that was expensive of Rod Wave shit in his crib. And Rod got wind of it and, called the nigga out. And the nigga was like, nah. And then he probably, once he got called out and he had no choice but to own up to it, man, fuck you, motherfucker, da-da-da. What, nigga? What? You fuck me? That type shit, actually, allegedly.
Okay, yeah. So his attorneys are saying that there's no truth to any of these charges. He was the victim of a burglary and committed no crimes. Hey, he was even charged as incomprehensible. this will absolutely be resolved favorably. So that's what his attorney
mind
said.
you, it was on his property too. So remind.
Yeah, that could be used to help him out in the defense. This wasn't in the public.
Before we jump, because I know sports is next.
Well, actually, okay, go.
Yeah, we got whatever. What's the name?
We're still talking about Rod Wave, nigga. But
What's up? What I heard about your boy Boss Man D-Lo. Any truth to that?
It's
I keep hearing
about
that.
too.
It's the truth. I saw he talked to he texting old Trainee.
Yeah. Hunting on the tranny. Want to show you how to trans.
My boy at work was like, I can't even listen to his music no more. Like,
Well, his name has D-Lo in it.
Yeah, true. Boss Man D-Lo.
Yeah.
It's true.
So everybody seen what I saw this week running down the internet.
Yeah,
so,
that's
okay,
what-
bet.
Hunting on a lady boy.
That's what
Show
it-
you how to be a boss.
Niggas
I
get-
don't know if that's true or not, but I saw his reply. And he just didn't say yes or no. He was just like, if you feel that way, say it to me in the streets. Like, nigga, that doesn't replace no.
They saying it to you now. Right.
Yeah.
They saying it to you now. You supposed to respond.
Like,
now.
I just need to hear
You
yes
gonna-
or no.
If you're gonna waste your time, responding, then you should have answered yes or no, nigga. Not say it to me in the streets. No, nigga, he's saying it to you now.
Because you're still leaving room for.
Yeah, nigga, you did it. You were a nigga.
'Cause
That motherfucker look. I didn't mean to cut y'all. That nigga looked so good. You thought that was a bitch, and when you find out that was a boy, he
No,
probably.
I think he knew that. That don't look like
You be
no.
Like hell no.
That
You be
ain't
like,
no
hell
fool,
no.
you motherfucker.
Like you say, the way you respond is hell no. Like you
I
know,
saw a
you
picture of the
definitive
person he
no.
was
no,
talking.
not hell no. Fuck no.
Like a definitive no though.
Fuck no.
That ain't fooling nobody. That dude. that ain't fooling nobody.
I was giving the benefit of the doubt. You know what I'm saying?
Nah. There's certain ones where I go, okay, I understand. But
What you call it was one of those. I ain't gonna lie.
Sydney Star.
Yeah, you already know. who I was
Branson
going
keep
at.
talking about her all the
See,
time.
what we
like,
doing, man? But that one there, that's not one of those.
No.
No, you cannot. No, first of all,
He was
again-
already transformed.
Again,
Yeah.
the thing about it is, I don't give a damn how perfect motherfucker look. You know the body frame of a man. You feel what I'm saying? Because you a man your damn self. Don't no woman have the muscular features. Even if you were to not just work out on the rep part, you can't escape the body frame. Just like a woman, if she changes her structure, certain parts to a male, you can't get rid of the woman body structure. We are made a certain way. So I don't give a damn how perfect a nigga look like a bitch. It does.
No, this was a dude with makeup on. He had a short fade and all that shit. So this was not somebody who
Was trying
Yeah.
to.
No. This is clearly a man with makeup on.
So the fact that a
I
nigga
think
said he
dude even had facial hair.
bypass saying yes or no and just said say it to me in the streets.
Yeah.
Nigga,
So
you
I got
supposed
the
to-
response right here. So Boss Man responded back, and what he said was, where is it? On social media, he uploaded a string of screenshots. And he said, okay, keep the street shit. I ain't trying to beat nobody on the internet. I don't even play them games. Just keep shit in the streets when you decide you want to play with a real street nigga. And that's what he wrote.
Nigga, you ain't no street nigga.
Who,
That's
Boss
why
Man D-Lo? He is? I don't know anything about him.
Man, these niggas, bro, you can't.
Isn't he a Florida nigga?
Yeah, he a Florida nigga. What I'm trying to say is you ain't no Tony Montana. Because if you saw that fucking movie, you saw the end of it. Nigga, you can't play legit games and then try to play underworld boss. That ain't gonna mix. You gotta draw the line if you are allegedly doing some shit like that. So when I hear these niggas talking about keeping the streets, are you entertainer nigga or you a street nigga?
Oh yeah, and by the way, the dude who he was talking to, his name is Timmy Bansom. So this guy doesn't even have a woman's name. This is clearly a man.
Oh my god!
I mean, there's nothing about this dude.
And mind you, he didn't answer. He just bypassed it. Keep in the streets, nigga. That was your time to say,
whoa.
"Fuck no, bitch." Then see me in the streets. That was supposed to be the proper response. Fuck no, bitch. See me in the streets.
That's crazy.
Not see me in the streets. Nigga, that means it was true.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is a little bit odd, but I mean,
living your truth, homie.
here's the one thing I'm gonna say. I'm glad I'm not a Boss Man D-Lo fan, because then I would be conflicted. But since I don't listen to his music,
I couldn't even play it.
well, it would be hard for me to like an artist and
You
give it
can't
up.
be talking tough and nah.
Well, yeah, you are correct.
Nah, like
Who's
nah.
to say he isn't tough if he's in that community?
Cool.
He might be receiving.
Cool.
Okay, so let's go ahead and I don't want to say move off, boss. Let's go ahead to the next topic. Because, yeah, we do got to handle sports. I guess the biggest thing in sports outside of actual sports was what's up? What?
The New Orleans inmate, before we jump into sports.
Okay.
They've caught 5. I think I posted some wrong information the other day and stuff like that, but they've caught, I believe, 5 so far. 5 are still on the run.
Yeah.
They've said that it was an inside job.
I said it was an inside job. It was a maintenance guy.
And
No. I'm hearing 2 more people were involved.
The 2 girls.
Those are 2 people.
2
who
ladies.
The aiding and abetting charge. I'm
Right,
sure,
yep.
like helping them out and stuff once they got out. But it was the
They didn't help him
janitor-
that far.
Yes.
janitor who.
Yes. He cut the water off for
Yeah.
them to be able
He
to
said that
remove.
they had threatened to
And the
shank him or
stats to
something.
shank him. So
I
do
don't
you
believe
believe he's with the prisoners? or
Nah,
do you-
he was with him.
Oh, he
Which
was.
which I just don't believe. You know what? This is why I say I don't believe, because even if they did threaten you, as soon as you got out, nigga, you could just told one of the guards like, "Hey, look, I ain't going back up in there because so and so, that nigga right there, they said they was gonna stab me."
Unless they got something on them.
And the
see
only
what I'm
way,
saying?
the only way they got something on, they must know he was moving something illegal in that bitch.
Unless they got something on them, like you,
You
said.
can't, how can you pin it on him?
Right, exactly. You still got a pin on him.
That's their shit.
And like nigga, yeah, exactly.
They prisoners.
I was just giving you a
But I
reason
feel you.
why.
Yeah,
Like,
he
unless
probably
you got something on
he
him.
probably was smart enough to get it moving and shit. But then when somebody like, "Oh yeah, I'm about to rat you out, nigga," if you don't he's like, he probably panicked.
Who were these accomplices, though? What did they actually do? Did they actually help them from the prison?
Probably just gave him a place.
Or gave him a place, or
just
have
to have
or
some
some
type
money.
of contact
And
with
these
these
niggas had phones in the prison, so they probably cash out them some money and shit. You know, whatever. If you give any type of assistance,
Yeah,
you can blow in a damn direction, nigga. You going to jail.
aiding and abetting.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn. Well, I mean, I didn't expect them to do anything. Once we had our discussion last week and I was putting the clip out and I was doing research on all them little snippets I used, especially that dude, the attorney, the prosecutor, who was like, they're all going to get caught because they're only going to go to their mom's house, their girlfriend's house, or their favorite fast food restaurant.
Well, I saw a video today that showed, what is it, Jermaine, Derek, and Linton, like they're all together. I think.
Yeah.
they're running together.
One
Like,
nigga was caught sleeping on a bench in public. I'm like,
because
this
like Hassan said, like you did not think you were getting
would've
out.
been slept under a
you
car.
didn't think you were
or
getting
something.
out.
I told you
You
these
didn't
niggas.
think you were getting out.
Look, one of them went back to the hood and nigga got him on live and shit.
Live, yeah, that was the first guy
my man-
caught.
Right, I told you.
One
Listen,
of the baby mom turned one of them.
One and
in.
win.
One dude turned himself in.
because he thought he was gonna get the
gonna
20. He gonna get a reward
money.
for himself.
That's how you knew you weren't dealing
But
with the smartest
but I
campers.
told you, bro. I told you. These niggas.
Nah, they ain't know what they were
They
doing once they
had
got
not
out.
left out of the ward, bro. They don't know where to go.
Nah.
These niggas wasn't going nowhere.
See, but that's the thing. If you don't, you just keep moving. If you don't know where to go, you just keep moving.
But you can't. You don't. When you never been into
How
another. If you never been
discombobulated.
to another state, you never.
It don't
you
matter.
never. You never driven out of the fucking city.
It don't matter.
You
You
never-
have a reason to go.
But that's the whole thing. Where you gonna go if you never been?
Moving.
And on top of that, after
You
my
could be
boy-
going in circles.
After my boy Derek win this parlay, he needs to be put in a supermax prison. like these
Then one of
dudes
that,
need
yeah,
to be
one
locked
dude.
up.
Didn't you hear the story about one dude who was like, He watched one of the cops kill.
They said that wasn't true.
Oh, that wasn't true?
They said that wasn't
okay,
true.
then I
But
don't want to be
the
on
one
here
you're
spreading
talking
missing.
about, I believe that's the one with 4 bodies, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, like, these guys they're not good guys.
Oh no, hell, over half of them niggas was in there for murder charges.
We make light of it because
violent crimes.
we make light of it, joking.
Well, they stupid though.
But this is they need to catch these guys for real.
They gonna
don't
catch
need to
them.
be-
These
definitely.
listen, man. Listen, I told you, man.
I said Monday. I was surprised they hadn't caught them all by then.
I done told you. They running in circles. They don't know where the fuck they going. And if they born and bred in fucking Louisiana, I bet you on I ain't gonna go that far. But a lot of these niggas ain't never been out of their own town,
And on
let
top of
alone
that,
their state.
Once you're stuck. If
Hell,
you're
they don't
still
even
in
go
New
across-
Orleans, you're
we just,
stuck.
We just sat right here and said it's niggas here who's from the south side. They don't know nothing about the north side. I'm
That's
like,
what
what we
I mean.
doing?
If they're still in New Orleans, they're stuck because there's
Desperate
no way
times.
you can
Yeah,
get out
they
of there
stuck.
now. Like
Desperate
you're
times
stuck.
call for desperate measures.
They don't know where the fuck they go.
They're going to be looking for buses, everything. If you're still
Go
in New
for it.
Orleans, you're
Number
stuck.
one, this ain't no thought out plan.
I know.
So because anytime you doing something off of whim or emotion, it's gonna go left.
Right?
That's not thought out.
I mean, I agree with you, but
Why are all their birthdays coming up?
why don't they just turn themselves in there?
They wanted to be out for their birthdays.
No shit.
They want to be out. They want to get some pussy.
One last
Well, they ain't
time.
getting
One
no
last
pussy. That's
time.
over with.
Boy,
They ain't
look,
getting none now. You ain't got it in first
Derek,
24
win the parlay,
hours.
then turn yourself in, my boy.
Yeah.
Just
Them
turn
niggas
yourself
ain't
in
going
because
nowhere.
it's
I'll be surprised they get out of Louisiana.
Yeah. Well, they'll be caught by this time next week.
Are we talking about is this part of sports
What?
with the controversy going on with the sportscasters?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
RG3 versus
That's what we were about to get into that. Okay, yeah. I was going to get into the topic of Ryan Clark and RG3 going back and forth. Cam released a clip yesterday
I love his quote. What he said
on his
too.
show, and he just basically gave his thoughts on the beef going between RG3 and Ryan Clark. I got that video queued up.
Robert Griffin III and Ryan Clark have history. This ain't just no average banter between the two, as we have more details to follow. It wasn't like he degraded your wife. Yeah. It wasn't like he degraded your household. He just made his opinion. Whether you like it or not, there's some truth or some falseness or some inflation behind everything that we say when you're trying to make a point. I'm just going to say what a lot of people think. You ready?
We're ready.
Okay. You cannot speak on something that you didn't marry. I said it. He's married white woman in his dating history.
Yes.
His wife that he's with now is white. That's not no issue with that.
No.
But understand this. Everything that you do does come with a cause and effect. The cause and
people's
effect
opinion.
of that, of any black athlete dating or marrying a Caucasian woman kind of hits in a different realm. I said it. What everybody's thinking, but nobody's admitting to. Your culture card isn't revoked. Now,
challenged more.
what do I mean by that? If I'm a black athlete and I'm openly dating a Caucasian or a white woman, it limits how I talk to or talk about black women. That's just public opinion. Nobody has said it, but everybody think it. And I guess I'm the big bad wolf that just says what everybody is thinking. They're offended by the message because of the messenger.
Messenger. Okay.
And that was Cam.
It was one other thing he said too. He said, "Our opinion is entertainment."
Yeah. Hey, their opinion provides us entertainment and viewership. So,
But what he said was true though.
yeah. So, everybody who's not familiar, this all started last week when the WNBA game opener between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. So the Sky versus the Fever happened, and the hard foul, the flagrant Caitlin Clark committed against Angel Reese. RG3 released a tweet afterwards that criticized Angel Reese, basically saying that Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark. And he was following it up with a reaction on his podcast with his wife in the background, nodding her head and clapping. And the optics were pretty bad for RG3 to be criticizing a black woman with his white wife in the background, nodding her head, shaking her head
in approval
of the words he was saying. So that kind of upset a lot of people. So Ryan Clark shot back with a tweet.
Which he has a black wife.
Yeah, and Ryan Clark has a black wife. He just basically said that you can't say those things about black women, and your basis is off simply for the fact that you've married 2 white women. You've never been with a black woman, at least publicly, and it's wrong for you to be commenting in that manner on Angel Reese. Personally, I do think he was out of bounds saying that Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark, because that is beyond the sports take.
You don't know that.
Yeah, and that's a little bit personal to me, but RG3 got upset because Ryan Clark mentioned his wife, which he really didn't direct any of the shade at her. He was just
pointing out some optics that
some optics that it didn't look right. And so RG3, he decided to take that route and say, you insulted my wife. He pulled a Nancy Mace and just completely crashed the conversation with a point that is irrelevant, that wasn't even true, I guess, to prevent from answering the real issues. But, overall, like I said, RG3 is out of bounds for that take on Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese.
I mean, if you want to be technical about did Ryan Clark cross the line, I mean,
I don't think he did.
I don't think he did. I mean,
but he mentioned, some things behind the scene, and it confirms what Rob Parker said about RG3 many years ago, back when I rooted for him on my squad. But hey, we're all imperfect at times. But he comes off as a very cornball brother, and Cam weighed in, as you saw in that clip. And I agree with Cam. It's not so much the message, it's the messenger. It's the person who's conveying that message and the optics of how he conveyed it with his wife in the background. I just think it was a very bad look visually for the point he was trying to make. And if you do decide, like Cam said, to date white women, you have to be cognizant of that when you're commenting on black women.
As well as your white wife in the background nodding her head and clapping at what you're saying.
Yeah, so I definitely disagree with the optics. I think RG3 knew what he was doing.
Of course, he's playing that like every other news is playing that race car shit.
Yeah, so I didn't like the optics of RG3. I didn't like his take.
Oh, and also, I mean, cut you off. Also, painting black women as angry black women.
Yeah, so, I felt he was wrong in how he handled that.
Like,
his
nigga,
take was off.
Your mama's black.
Yeah, and all that. I'm with Cam on that. You just have to be mindful of the optics and how you address things, because the take was not only bad, but the visual was bad. So that's 2 things you're screwing up in when you're addressing an issue like this.
And you're still being divisive when it comes, you're still being super divisive. We're trying to get this Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese thing, like that part done. Like, that if that's what keeps bringing people back to the game, that's going to turn people off.
Yeah.
It's going to turn people off. We want to enjoy the game. And you can't enjoy the game because anytime Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese play, we're not going to be looking at how amazing these women are on the court. We're going to be looking at their interactions. Yeah, and Caitlin Clark ain't ever doing that, though? Nothing. What has Caitlin Clark ever said?
Nothing. But haven't we been doing that since college? Every time they match up, we're looking at the matchup. I mean, this isn't the first time.
They're not looking at a matchup. It's a black versus white.
That's what we're not looking at the game.
It's the race.
We're not looking at the game.
Well, we're us looking at the game.
That's what's messing it up. Is we're picking instead of just tough foul like they do in the NBA, damn near every damn other play. But they're
gonna magnify anything that goes on between those two 20 times higher than everything else. And then like we had a clip tonight, Caitlin Clark chest bumping with Ryan Howard, Atlanta Dream. I think they lost too. Caitlin Clark, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so it's like she's gonna be a continuous target in some phases because some women feel like that she has a good game, but she's not the savior of the league. You feel what I'm saying? How some of the media and stuff like that trying to put her as like she's the savior of the league, and again, I feel if I can see their point because like we all built this. You feel what I'm saying? You just your second year here and stuff like that. So between her and Reese, it's normally not the game. It's like I said, it's just a segment of Caitlin's fan base is racist, and they are using her as a slingshot to get whatever they want to say off. And when you got black people who's the microphone for white supremacists, when they fall in line talking like them, their talking points, you're just helping amplifying what we're trying to dive into.
I just want to watch the game.
Yeah. Right.
That's it. I just want to watch the game. I don't really care about all that other stuff.
We just got to report on the numbers and stuff like that and just keep it like that.
Keep it the game. Keep it the game. It was a hard foul. Okay, boom. Nobody got hurt. It wasn't like a malicious foul or something.
It was
like
a hard foul.
It was a hard foul.
And they blew their asses out. That's all.
It's whatever. Like, but back to the RG3.
Couldn't even talk about the triple-double.
And Ryan Clark thing, like, RG3 got really, like, he was out of line.
Yeah, he definitely was.
He was completely out
now,
of line.
Ivan in the chat says Angel Reese is jealous. He thinks his white wife has nothing to do with it, and I agree. She doesn't. She was just sitting in the back with bad optics.
Yeah, but it's her nodding her head.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. Whose idea was that, though?
I don't think it wasn't an idea. I think that
it just happened.
It just happened,
and she was there.
And the fact of the matter is that self-awareness wasn't on point. So the fact of the matter is, again, as history as we've seen, you never dated a black woman. You dated and married 2 white women, and you have your white wife in the background clapping, speaking, and you speaking on a black woman.
And what's her background? Did she play sports? Because I know he dated in that.
His first wife was.
Okay, because I'll just be wondering, does she have a sports background that she can do a podcast with him, or is it just my white wife is here?
Yeah, I think she was just there.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is, like I said, we black media, has a responsibility to make sure we report on the facts, make sure we take our platforms responsible and not tearing each other down, but building each other up. You feel what I'm saying? If we're going to speak on sports, like how RG3 be pressing and saying, he needs to make sure he keep on that. When you take it and add race to it, automatically you're going to get some type of clapback.
I agree. Yeah, so hopefully everything that has been said has already been out there. I hope they just let this shit go.
Just play ball. Just play ball.
Yeah.
Like, just let them play ball. Just let them play ball.
Hopefully the WNBA will have something happen. You already said there was an incident today with Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, they were playing in Atlanta Dream, and you'll see the clip. Because they look, anything that happens to Caitlin is going to be magnified.
What'd she do?
It was a hard foul on her from Ryan Howard of the Atlanta Dream, and they got like a little chest bump before they was like being separated. Yeah.
Okay, it's crazy. Chest bumping in women's sports is completely different than chest bumping in men's sports.
I was gonna say these dudes, like, if we're going to let them play, we're going to have to let them play like the guys play. Chest bumping, all that. When they foul hard in the NBA and they be in your face pointing.
That's what I'm saying.
Like that. It's not different. It's the same sport.
No, but the difference is in the men's sport you can't do that. In the women's sport, they allow them to do that. Having some type of what they're trying to do is level out the animosity and take it all squarely off of Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark and let it be other dynamic personality clashes in
Like
other
they're the
teams.
only two damn people in the league.
Right, exactly.
Like,
That's why.
Like you just got Paige Buckets in the league. Go follow Paige for a little bit. You know, you got Asia. Go follow. You know, there's other people that we can look to watch and follow and stuff like that. Like you say, this always Angel and Caitlyn. Now it's old.
Man,
It's
we
old.
all know what sells is
Yeah.
race, sex, race, drugs.
Yeah.
It's old.
Like chest bumping. That's weird in the W. You hard fouled me, so let's rub our titties together.
You know they got the sports bra on. You know what I'm saying?
So the nipple don't get in the way.
Right. They keep the chest tighter to their chest.
Like, damn it, you hard fouled me one more time. I'm gonna bump my titties against yours again. Yeah. What if one girl's like significantly taller than the other girl? So now she got a chest bumper in her stomach. She got to rub her titties on her stomach.
He's stupid.
We hope things quiet down on this front, but hopefully with this new incident, this will take eyes off of the Angel Reese Caitlin Clark incident from last week.
Let's say the WNBA as a whole, because it's a talented group of individual women. We couldn't talk about Asia Wilson, her commercial, her Nike commercial. She got some dope ass sneakers.
Shoes, yeah, her shoes are fly.
Shoes dope as hell.
I ain't gonna lie.
No, Asia Wilson.
Asia Wilson
And
got
they
some
sold
fly
out.
ass shoes. Like,
And they sold out.
look, they look.
They dope, man. I
I
ain't
don't know
gonna
if guys can get a pair of
If
dollars.
niggas,
I don't
hey,
know.
look, if you're a sneakerhead, you'll get them.
If they come in a different cut, because all I've seen is pink, and
pink.
stuff like that. But if
Oh,
they
hell.
came
You
in like
can get it for
black
you
or something
but
like
you
that.
can get it.
Can
for,
you customize it?
Probably so. You probably customize
If
the
they
color.
came in like a black or something like that, like they are that they're
yeah,
nice.
that's some dope
They're
shoes.
dope shoes.
Now, Charles said they made more out of this than when LeBron elbowed that guy from Detroit. Oh, Isaiah Stewart.
Yeah.
In the face years ago, and the guy from Detroit's face exploded.
I mean, for one, it's to bring more, I guess, exposure to the WNBA, but it's not giving you the exposure that you really want.
I don't know. I like when you see hard fouls and almost fights, it makes you want to tune into the sport if
Right,
it's
it
something you
does.
don't watch.
Everything clean is not appealing.
Yeah, sometimes you know how
You gotta
many
ruffle
fans
some-
the
you gotta
NBA
ruffle
got
some feathers.
at Malice in the Palace?
Right.
Yeah,
That turned out a whole new
Or
generation
when
of
the
fans,
Knicks
boy.
or when the Knicks and the Pacers in the 90s was fighting, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, hell, we can go as like 2000 when the Lakers, the three-peat Lakers was going against the damn Portland Trailblazers when they had that 10 first rounders, former first rounders on the goddamn squad. Yeah.
Ooh, the Trailblazers?
Yeah.
Former first rounders.
Yeah,
I'm trying to
right,
think.
yeah, Rasheed
Rasheed,
Wallace,
Pippen?
They had Pippen. They had motherfucker man,
Bonzi.
Bonzi.
Who was
Well,
running point?
was
that was
hold
before
on,
Stoudemire.
Bibby. I want to say Bibby if I'm mistaken.
nah. Jermaine was there, I think.
Jermaine O'Neal was
Jermaine was
there.
there.
He wasn't
Yeah, he
impactful at the Blazers. He didn't even become that nigga till
But
he
he
went
was,
to the Pacers.
but he was. Wasn't he a first round pick though? That's what
Yeah.
he's saying.
Yeah,
First
yeah.
round
They
pick.
had
Jermaine
the
was a first round pick.
first team and second niggas all 10 deep, all them niggas. in
That's all I
Lakers.
was saying. Nah, he didn't contribute like that until he got to Indiana.
Yeah.
But he was a first round pick, though. I do know that.
he
Shout
was.
out my boy Jermaine O'Neal.
I'm just recalling history accurately.
Yeah, but she got some dope shoes though. A'ja
Okay,
Wilson.
well, I mean, I'll take a look at them. I won't buy them, but I'll say that just to.
Yeah, but if you're like I said, true sneakerhead, they would have mind.
I'll
like
take
that.
a picture of them if you're a sneakerhead. Put them in your collection. I don't know if you need to buy the real thing. Who else got shoes in the WNBA you would rock? That's it.
She's the only one that's popular.
That's the only one I think I've seen that.
Now
really
there's
was,
they really pushing the commercial like
I think I saw 8 shoes from different, like 8 ladies had different shoes.
yeah, but they
Somebody just
they
got
don't
a
have
Jordan
that-
shoe.
They don't have a signature shoe. There we go. We need to clarify that. She's the only one as of right
Those are
now
dope,
who
ain't
has
they?
a signature shoe.
Yeah, they have them in blue.
I said black,
Oh,
but they're dope. They're
they have
dope.
them in black.
Bingo.
I've seen
All
them.
black.
No, black and pink.
No, I'm not doing
Hell
no
yeah,
pink.
nigga, you rocking some good and plenties.
doing
Gonna
no
be
pink.
pink and
Not doing no pink.
Black. I see black and blue. That's about as good as you gonna get.
I have to.
Hey yo, and nigga, you gotta shop in the women's section. They all say women.
That's why I said you can't. You probably ain't got no shoes for guys. So
they just said this one is for the ladies.
But they're dope though. They're dope.
What are they? Nike Tampon Max.
Stupid. Don't do my baby like that.
They only for women. They ain't even got them for men. I got to figure out what my foot translates to in a woman's size in order to purchase the shoes, nigga.
What?
I know women's size 14 ain't the same as a men's size 14.
I used to work at a shoe store. Was it 2 sizes?
I don't know. I've never bought women's shoes.
Is it? I think it's a 2 size difference.
We won't ever find out on my side, will we? If those sneakers aren't in a man's size, I won't rock them.
ASAP Rocky, no.
Yeah, ASAP would. Yeah, ASAP would. Yeah, half of ASAP's closet got heels on it. And those were his shoes. Rihanna be like, yo, I'll let you get my shirts and pants. You let me go in your shoe closet and get some of them goddamn boots with the fucking stirrups on them and shit. Hey, let's go ahead and move to sports because I want to cover the NFL because the tush push.
Go birds. Go birds.
What, over the tush push?
Ass niggas, like, y'all teams are haters. I knew everybody in the NFC East was going to be voting for the tush push being banned because you couldn't stop it.
What did the Commanders vote? Because I think
yeah, y'all voted. The Cowboys voted against it. The Giants voted against it, and the Commanders voted against it. It was a lot of teams. Now, the only way the tush push gets banned, honestly, is if we win the Super Bowl again next year. That's the only way. And that's real talk.
Hey, yo, Charles said Boss Man D-Lo is going to have some of those Angel Wilsons. Oh, Asia Wilson.
Yo, Boss Man D-Lo took a hard week. I ain't gonna lie.
I want to show you how to be a boss. 200 on Asia Wilson shoes.
But yeah, the tush push, unless if we win it next year, they will ban it. But it only happens because we win. If the Browns were doing the tush push, would anybody care?
Yeah. Because then the Browns would have won some extra games.
Nobody would have cared if the Browns were doing the tush push. If
Sean likes
the Jaguars were doing the tush push, nobody would care.
If you want to be real, it was the NFL who pushed the damn motherfucking Packers to put this damn vote to go against that shit.
The Packers were the ones who put it together. And they said they wanted to bar any player who receives a snap from being pushed forward by one or more of their teammates.
Gosh, why do we want to stop playing football? Because it's all a football play.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, and that's the case. Give defense some play too, because it seemed like defense can't even breathe on the motherfucker offensive player without some type of flag being thrown on it. It's like giving the offensive more advantage. Like, what defense gonna do? Like, damn, we can't hardly hit. As a former defensive player, middle linebacker, yeah, a thumper and shit like that. Yo, as I'm seeing how the game transition, right? You're literally tying the defensive hands behind their back. You feel what I'm saying? So that's all I'm just saying.
Not really.
Yeah, you are.
How? Because if you watch,
you're pushing somebody from behind.
Can I ask you a quick question? Because did you see the Bills try to do it?
They succeeded more.
No, they didn't.
Yes,
they got
did.
stopped twice in the playoffs last year.
I understand that, but what I'm saying,
listen to what I'm saying is stop it.
No, you're not listening to what I'm saying.
The Chiefs stopped it against the Bills.
Yeah.
So what's the problem?
Again, when the if the NFL is talking about it, it's a reason behind that because of money. And the reason being is they have had doctors saying that you can actually get injuries.
Ain't nobody got no damn injury.
You can get neck injuries.
You get injured. You can get football. It's football.
You're right, but in the position how the offensive line is, and especially how the defensive line, you talking about the trenches. Somebody got to get lower than the next person. You feel what I'm saying? To be able to push up. So you don't want
no physicality in football.
No. I'm not saying about a physicality. We talk about neck injuries. You feel what I'm saying? If the NFL is on the premise of head injuries, and we're talking about heads is going first to hit each other, they looking at that as part of the concussion protocol. That's all I'm saying. If you want the NFL to be responsible, to make sure that safety measures are in place to protect the players, right? That's part of it. They big on this concussion shit. So with the shit, they do with their heads.
Like I said, if we win the Super Bowl next year, they'll ban it.
Y'all ain't winning shit.
If we
Y'all
win,
not
the
winning.
only reason y'all want to ban it is because you can't stop it. So if we win again next year, then they'll ban it. You were up here saying that they were going to ban it this year. I told you they weren't.
I mean, the only reason
And if they do, all we gonna do is give Saquon the ball more.
I guess so. Look what they had to do. They fucking arguing in the damn meetings about the shit. Your owner, Jeffrey Lurie, he's fucking crying like a bitch.
Crying
hey
about
man,
what? No, he
don't
said it's a
fucking,
wet
don't
dream.
motherfucking take this shit out. Then you got your center, retired center. He coming up there to Minneapolis. He outside throwing rallies and shit like that. Like y'all got a whole PR team pushing the shit to keep it. Like, if y'all that dogs, who care if they no. If y'all them dogs, why cry and fight so hard?
Crying?
Yo, your owner he was up there, bitch. They just
Crying
said
about what?
They
Why are we crying
reported,
about a play that we're
they
perfect at?
reported he was up there arguing.
just mad y'all can't run
he
it.
was up there arguing in the meetings about how the fuck they were trying to get that shit
they
taken
said,
out.
The Cowboys can run it if they want to.
Hey man, we ain't
Commanders can run it if
gonna
y'all
need
want
that
to.
shit.
Oh, we are gonna run it.
No, y'all won't.
Yes, we will.
No, y'all won't.
You don't got no friend.
Jaden ain't like that. Jaden ain't like that.
Yeah.
Jaden
Yes,
ain't like
Jaden is like that.
No.
Uh-huh.
He's not. And when I say like that, I'm not taking it. His build. That's not his style. I don't see the Commanders implementing something like that. And then I'm like, well, shit. You might as well ban the QB sneak then, because that's all it is.
Yeah, you are right, because our quarterback is superior. Yours is just
Superior to what?
Top.
No.
He's
no.
already a higher ranking quarterback than
who?
yours.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
I have a Super Bowl MVP quarterback. You have a second year. We don't know if he's going to go through a sophomore slump quarterback.
He's
slow
already,
down.
Who had the better rookie year between him and Jalen Hurts? Thank you.
Jalen.
No.
What are you talking about? Isn't that the year Jalen led the Eagles to the Super Bowl?
Last year?
No, not that year. 2000, the year we lost to the Chiefs. That was his rookie year, basically.
The year y'all lost to the Chiefs.
Lost to the Chiefs. That was his rookie year. So, no, Jaden did not have a better rookie year than Jalen. So,
you telling me stats-wise he didn't have a better
man, listen.
You telling me record-wise.
Fluky plays that y'all won on, stop it, man. That Hail Mary y'all beat the Bears with, that would have
that
no other
anointed
team
the
would have
legend.
lost on that play. That was the lucky play y'all got. That, but I can't wait for this year, because my hierarchy is Jalen Hurts, of course, Super Bowl MVP, Jaden Daniels, then Dak Prescott, then whoever the Giants run out there.
You included Dak Prescott?
He played quarterback for the Cowboys. I got to.
You think he's the best after Jaden Daniels?
There's only 4 quarterbacks in the division. He got.
Oh, you're just talking about the division.
Yeah, that's it. Like,
no, you're not about to sit here and convince me Jalen Hurts is better than Jaden Daniels.
I am when he has a Super Bowl MVP.
No.
And a Super Bowl ring.
Jaden Daniels
and has been to the Super Bowl 2 times
the
in the last 3 years.
number one quarterback in the NFC East. Coming into the season number 2.
My guy was hurt last year, so
he's always hurt. You say that.
No, he ain't always hurt, so don't do that. He ain't always hurt. And when he's healthy,
y'all choke.
We do beat y'all ass. So don't we?
Y'all choke.
What the fuck are we? We choke. Okay, fine. In the playoffs, I'll give you that. But when we play y'all, we beat y'all. It ain't like
no, y'all don't.
It ain't, just the fuck we do.
Y'all are 4 and 5 against us the last 5 games.
Listen.
Y'all have lost 4 out of the last 5 games.
Listen,
what
you
are talking about?
You won a Super Bowl last year, fine. But don't act like the Cowboys don't be beating y'all ass, bro.
When was the last time you beat our ass? We beat y'all
a year
last
ago,
year,
not last year,
13
not the year, a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. Can't say last season.
How much further back you want to go?
I can't say last season because I just said I can't say last season because my starting QB was out, hurt. You feel what I'm saying? Because if you lost your goddamn QB, you be saying my quarterback. Oh man, come on, man, stop playing.
We did lose Jalen the
fine,
past 2
bro,
years.
You know
and
what?
He still came
okay,
through.
fine.
What?
Bro, that's fine. You know what? All I'm just saying is, it'll be a different story. We'll see what the fuck we talking about this shit. That's all I gotta say.
And if we don't, then
ain't
what?
no if,
You're not
nothing.
Ain't
no if. Ain't no if. Y'all niggas gonna take an L. Y'all gonna take an L from us.
course
We got
we
y'all
are.
the first game of the season.
Of course,
first game of the season.
We're going to drop
first
a
game of
banner
the
on your
season.
head, then we're
first
gonna
game of
drop
the
y'all
season.
on y'all
Y'all
head.
ain't gonna walk the dog on shit, man. Y'all not repeating. That's a fact. When the last time a repeat happened in NFL? I'll wait.
Did the Chiefs repeat? Like,
Yeah.
like, what you mean?
I said when the last one was it?
The Chiefs, like,
Yeah.
they were getting ready to three-peat.
Yeah. Now Charles
Y'all,
said,
but y'all not the Chiefs though.
yeah.
We're better than them. We beat the brakes off them.
And they beat the brakes off. Y'all split the series. They beat They beat y'all once. Y'all beat them.
That is true.
I mean, come on, man.
Now Charles said, well, he said, I don't know how y'all keep saying tush push without saying pause one time. But if Kansas City wins the Super Bowl doing it, then they will never ban it because the NFL loves dynasties. So he's saying if Kansas City uses the tush push, they will never ban it because they love Kansas
Well,
City.
they would
that
never
much.
put Mahomes in that type of situation in the first place.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd ever see the Chiefs run the tush push.
They don't need to.
They don't need
They
to.
have a line.
No, they didn't have a line. That's why they lost the damn Super Bowl.
Yeah. Well, they need a.
They had a great quarterback. That's what they got.
That's true. Well, these NFL owners, in addition to the tush push, voted on Tuesday to allow players in the league to participate in the flag football
I
competition.
think that's a bad idea.
Not
At the
one
2020
one Eagle player better participate
I
in
want
this
all
fool.
y'all bitches up there.
They
No.
want to represent their country. They don't get the
Well,
opportunity.
they wanna win the gold medal.
Let Jada Daniels represent for us. We're good.
It said no more than one player from each team
Jada
could
can
participate in the event, which is making its Olympic debut in
So
LA.
they're gonna pick somebody who's not starting. I'm telling you, you ain't gonna see.
They're gonna
you're
get a
not-
practice player.
Listen, you're not.
$100
He gonna be that player. Gonna be second or third string. It will not be no first stringer playing no damn flag football. You better believe
They
that.
said they are including for the players involved injury protection and salary cap credit. I don't know what that means exactly.
So meaning that you will still get paid your money,
okay.
and it will not account against the team's
you
salary
get
cap
injured.
because
Do
of
you
the
want
injury.
anybody from the Cowboys playing in that?
Hell no.
Nobody wants it.
If you are a third stringer or a special teamer, knock yourself out.
Hold on. What's my boy Tanner McKee? If Tanner McKee want to play, I'm fine with that.
I ain't got no problem.
I'm fine with Tanner McKee
If
wants to play.
Deuce Vaughn want to get his ass on there and play motherfucker flag, I don't care. You can go up there and play. Long as there's not nobody that's on that first string, better not touch that goddamn grass. You better win that fucking Super
Then,
Bowl.
are you really looking at flag football? Are
Yeah,
you
I'm
looking
not
forward to
excited
flag
at
football?
all.
But if you looking at it, that's the trend that they pushing it. They
Flag
push,
football?
yeah, they pushing that on a high school level.
Yeah, but
was-
you're
and-
talking about Olympic flag football.
Yeah.
Other countries play football first.
Just
of all.
Canada.
Nigga, they took fucking break dancing. Listen, they took break dancing and put
And
it
you
up
saw
there.
the mockery they made
That's
of
why-
that.
Right.
That's why we don't need to send our best players to play flag football because no other country
Hell,
in
the
the world
NFL.
plays
If you
football.
really listen,
but
if you really
Canada.
want to be serious and frank, the fucking NFL is almost transitioning into the fucking flag football.
Yeah, they're trying to.
You
ban
can't touch
tush
the
push.
quarterback.
Oh, yeah,
You
you're
can't
right.
hit nobody. No defenseless wide receiver, whatever, or running back, whatever. That's why I just
I
said.
kind of agree with the not hitting the defenseless wide receiver.
I mean, I'm cool
think that's
with-
a bad. I've
I'm
seen
cool-
a lot of dudes get stuck.
Yeah, I'm cool with that, but I'm just saying, like, you have to, you had to be a precise hitter. You feel what I'm saying? You can't hit but up here. You can't.
True,
you
now that-
can't hit down here. I mean, like, you have to be a precise tackler. They taking the hit, the thumping out of the damn game. That's what they're doing.
Okay, so it looks like the Olympic flag football competition will consist of 6 men's and 6 women's teams with 10 players each. The game will be 5-on-5 with the rest of the players serving as substitutes. So the reason they're putting this together, of course, is NFL players want to represent their country, and I guess they want to get girls into flag football.
Told you.
Yeah, and it was announced an increasing clamor has risen about letting NFL players take part. So they have been calling for NFL players to be a part of this for a very long time. It's going to be a no-contact version of the game, of course, and they do
Still can get torn ACLs and all that other shit.
According to the International Federation of American Football, the IFAF, it is played by more than 20 million people in more than 100 countries. So that's how popular flag football is. Instead of tackles, of course, it's going to be by removing one of two flags attached by the waist. Wow, it takes me back to Little League. So, yeah, that's going to be the game. Games are 5-on-5 with no offense or defensive lines, and the team's able to field a 12-person squad to choose from. So with no defensive lines, it's just going to be skilled positions. Yeah, are they going to be running backs, or is this just all passing?
It's like
Basically
7-on-7.
7-on-7.
No, it's all passing pretty much. Ain't no running. The run's going to be like swing passes.
Yeah,
like
swings
that.
and so.
Screens and stuff like
that
that.
part.
Like that. That's about it. Yeah. Won't be a running back.
Given the focus on speed and elusiveness to evade opposition, NFL players such as Lamar Jackson or Saquon Barkley could be valuable additions.
They will
See
never
the field. Well,
Look,
see.
I know for a fact Lamar, he's over 250 million. Your boy Saquon, highest pay, and they will never smell
Now,
the fucking
I
field.
understand that you need a couple of names, and
You're gonna have to.
You need a couple of names.
They either be rookies.
The names were boom. We're
Rookies
taking a couple
or
of
somebody
college
special.
names that came out. We're taking like
Travis Hunter. No.
Nah, we're not sitting Travis.
They are not the first 25. They're gonna be second. They not even. If you really want to be frank, they will probably be like third rounders and down.
Like they were college players with names.
Yeah.
That just weren't in the top,
Like
the first round.
Like your boy out of Texas, Ewers. He would be Quentin Ewers. He'll be a name that will be you will attach that to
3 years from now.
of course.
It's 3 years.
2028.
2028
'cause we got
in LA.
We got whatchamacallit next year.
Yeah, so
We got the World Cup next year.
shit. The people who are going to be in this are probably freshmen in college right now. So yeah, they ain't even thinking
Nah,
about.
they probably seniors in high school. The people who going to be in this.
Shit.
Yeah,
You say 2028?
Yeah, because
Yeah, seniors in high
3
school.
years from now.
yeah.
Yeah, so that's going to be interesting. So I'm not excited at all about this, but Charles said the U.S. is going to lose because people play rugby, and that's flag football, damn near flag football.
But rugby, they tackling motherfuckers. They just don't have no pads on.
I don't.
Flag
I
football,
don't
you
see the
taking a
U.S.
flag
losing.
off.
That's like the U.S. losing in basketball. Like, there's no way we take our sport.
Oh, we lost in basketball before that.
Yeah, but how often?
I feel you.
You're not going to take, especially our first time debuting our sport. Our sport.
That's
This is
our
our
shit.
sport.
We created that
It's
shit.
called
not-
the IFAF.
We're not getting ready to go lose at our sport. The
I
first time.
don't see that.
It's an international federation of American football.
Not the first time.
Yeah, I don't see that.
No, we're not losing.
Not even
first
not
inaugural
not
time
even
they're
the
playing
first
flag
5
football.
or 10. I say at least good 10, unless there's an upset in between.
Yeah,
that.
the United States could not take.
You can't lose.
losing
You
it.
can't
We
lose to something that you created.
Can't.
That's that's diabolical.
That you can't.
You're losing to something that you created.
You
Well,
can't.
Canadians lose at basketball, and that's where basketball was created.
Because they ain't had no niggas.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying,
They,
Canada.
we had the niggas is here in America.
Now
You
I
know what
will
I'm
say
saying?
this now.
That was
well,
it.
actually, it was created
I
in
will say this,
Massachusetts
though.
by a Canadian.
Exactly. Facts. It
I'll
was
be
here
a
in
little
America.
bit worried about the speed though, because some of these other countries got some jokers that can straight up move.
We got niggas that's 6'6",
Yeah, but
and
remember,
they jumping like.
These other countries play
Oh,
soccer. They just
yeah.
run all damn day. That's all they do.
I get you.
all day.
Somalia, Ethiopia got a squad.
So I don't think we'll lose, but I don't think we'll lose. Not the inaugural one.
Okay. Well,
First tier.
okay. Well, some other big talk of the town was Shador Sanders signing his rookie contract with the Browns for 4 years, $4.6 million.
You know who didn't sign their contract yet?
Who's that?
Gilbert. The third round of that. Cleveland. Dylan Gilbert.
Gabriel?
Gabriel. Yep. You
Yeah.
ain't hear nothing about him signing his contract yet.
Yeah, so it's so far Sanders. Yeah, and he's got to compete against Dylan Gabriel, Kenny Pickett, your boy. Mm-hmm. You've been hyping up all last
Kenny
week.
Pickett start, man.
No, he's not. And Joe Flacco all have a chance to earn the starting
Shador
role.
will win.
Okay.
Shador's going to win.
He's
that,
not
man.
going to win that job.
He's gonna
Bro,
win
he
it.
just got a contract, and Dylan Gabriel didn't.
Okay, so that means Dylan needs to get ready to go find
Dylan,
he needs to start making calls. His agent needs to see who needs some backup. But Kenny Pickett starting this
I don't
season.
like how you picking the white man over Shador.
It has nothing to do with that. I like
Shador gonna
Shador.
bust his ass.
I like
Bust
Shador.
his ass.
But Kenny Pickett
He'll
going to be
bust
the
his
starter. It just is what it is.
Shador gonna win that shit. I told y'all.
Colin Cowherd predicts Shador as the starting QB.
PFF has Kenny Pickett number 1.
Kenny Pickett, I told you, man. Once Kenny Pickett lost, when you lost your damn way with the Pittsburgh Steelers, like, come on, that was for the most sound franchise in the fucking league. You lost that shit. That tells me right there, you ain't ready. So
They just gave y'all Pickens. So what are you saying?
what? Pickens is a beast. Why Pickens was?
So what's the
Wait. Why Pickens was making noise? Because he ain't had no damn quarterback to give him the goddamn ball.
Because
And
they got rid of Kenny Pickett.
Who was the damn quarterback?
It wasn't Pickett. It
Yes,
was
the
Russell
fuck he
Wilson.
was. Pickett
it was
was
Russell
it.
Wilson and damn Justin Fields. Who played
Pickett was
quarterback
there.
last
Pickett
year?
was there a year before.
played
Hold
quarterback
on, listen
last
to what I'm
year?
just saying. The year Pickett was there, starting quarterback at the Steelers, Pickens was there.
He had a decent year, but the next year
He was bitching. He was talking shit then.
It was so amazing. Why he had?
That's
Russ.
why he got
He had
bounced.
Russ and Justin.
He couldn't listen. Pickens could listen. Your boy,
I'm listening.
Your boy couldn't get Pickens the ball. He was bitching then about not getting enough balls thrown to him because Pickens couldn't get the damn. He couldn't make the right
So
damn
after
reads.
After Pickett left, he was still bitching about Pickett not getting the ball. He been
Because Russell Wilson, because they went from what's the name?
They say Russell got one of the nicest deep balls.
I got you, but what's my man that went to the Jets? Help me out.
Who?
He was the quarterback on the Steelers.
that went to the Jets.
He went to
Justin Fields.
Justin
Justin
Fields.
Fields.
So when Justin Fields was in, we all know Justin Fields is a dual threat quarterback. Okay, so he ran. They put him in. He did more passing, short shit. Pickens was complaining because he want deep routes. He want them go routes or them slants and shit like that. They couldn't give him the ball. So then when Russell got in, they had some flashes for the moment, but when they got late in the season, it faded off, and he was getting mad again. Now you come into Dallas, you ain't got to worry about that because goddamn CD was like, "Damn nigga, thank you, bro. Now you can take some pressure off of me, nigga. You can catch some damn balls because CD was getting every damn thing. He was getting quadruple team, all that shit because everybody know that's the only motherfucker we got to worry about. Now we got Pickens on the other side. Pickens gonna be happy. He gonna be balling out. And watch out, and it's a contract year for him.
Did Ferguson play with y'all last year?
Yeah.
Because you called them a three-headed monster.
I
You
did.
Remember that?
I did.
But now Ferguson
I'm sorry. Let me I was because no. Because you was trying to downplay Pickens as if he ain't no beast ass wide receiver, as if he can't do nothing. He didn't have no quarterback to get him the damn ball. That gonna get him the damn ball. Watch how that nigga be out there shining. We're gonna have what? Man, I'm trying. Now Ferguson, he has no choice. I've heard in early part of OTAs, he been beasting out. You feel what I'm saying? So he has no choice but to step up because we got a 1 and a solid number 2, which he can be a number 1, which he was a number 1 on another squad. That's all. We got a hungry dog.
Yes, that's gonna be interesting.
Don't do that. Watch how they bust your ass with. Watch Pickett get a touchdown against y'all when we play y'all first game. Watch.
He might. Y'all still
No,
gonna
ain't
lose.
no might. He is. I'm telling you. I'm calling him right
CD
now.
got a touchdown last year. Y'all got beat by 40.
The difference is Dak wasn't playing. So Dak
He don't
playing,
play defense.
Listen,
We put up 40 on
it
y'all.
don't matter. If you got an offense that can put up points or ball control, y'all don't get those snaps. You feel what I'm saying? That's all defense. All defense got to do is stop you. All defense has to do is stop.
Before Dak got
out of
hurt,
way.
y'all were what? 3-5. Before Dak got hurt, y'all were 3-5, right?
Yeah, we still was in
okay,
contention.
so please
we
don't
still,
make this
hold
when Dak
on. We
come
still
back
was on. No. We was only still one game out of first place before he got hurt. Yes, sir. Yeah. So don't even do that. We was still within contention. Once he went down, it's over with. Just like if your quarterback went down, his quarterback went down, y'all saying the same shit. But like I said, we got y'all game one. Watch my boys. Watch. I'm calling it right now. CD gonna have over 100 yards with the touchdown. Pickens gonna have over 100 yards with the touchdown. Yeah, that part. Both of them. I'm calling it right now. On them Eagles.
Yes, indeed.
Game one.
So if they don't, if they don't,
Okay.
you have to sing the Fly Eagles Fly song the next show at that Saturday. If they don't,
What if they do? Okay, fine. So what if we do? What you gonna do?
Something. I made my pick. You got to sing Fly Eagles Fly if we win. If y'all win, pick.
Yeah.
Let me get my.
Think on it.
I think
Okay,
we'll address this by Saturday.
For y'all, I ain't even worried about y'all.
Excuse you.
I just hope Jada Daniels don't.
We
let y'all
whooped your
down.
ass the last time we played.
We no, you didn't. We beat y'all 55.
Yeah, they put double
We set up
they put double
we set
nickels
an
on y'all
NFL
ass.
record on y'all.
They put
like,
double nickels on y'all in the playoffs, bro.
Stop.
That was
Highest ever scored in the playoffs.
Yeah, that was a look. It look like y'all ain't even deserve to be on the field. For real.
Nah.
Y'all look like y'all was just excited just to be there.
We were just working out the kinks.
Like damn, nigga, we here in the NFC East Championship.
Don't hold out this year either, because it sounds like he ain't want to sign his contract.
Who? Jaden?
No, McLaurin.
Oh.
McLaren. Yeah, he acting like he don't want to sign his contract.
Cause he
you need McLaren.
He ain't but he ain't the top 10 receiver neither.
Yeah, but you need him on that. He's their best weapon.
He is though, but the money that he probably asking for, he's not there statistic wise, or for them to give him that.
Scary Terry was making some plays last year. Like I ain't going front on my boy.
But he's not a top 15 receiver though.
Oh.
And the average top
15.
Nah, he ain't. You got 15 receivers that's way better than him.
Okay. Yeah. So one final topic in the NFL I wanted to address, because Travis Hunter's in the news for two things other than football. Number one, judge denied his Travis Hunter's request to lighten the criminal sentence for his dad, so he can come home and help his son with his football career. And the judge in Florida denied that. For those unaware, Travis Hunter's father is on a criminal sentence for gun and drug possession charges, while declaring that it appeared that he was seeking special treatment because his son is a football star. So that's why Travis Hunter.
How much time does he have?
Yeah, that's a very good question. So when does it say it happened?
I thought he came to his Heisman or ceremony.
I mean, wasn't that with special permission and all that?
I didn't know that nigga was locked up. I thought he was out. I thought he was on probation, some shit.
He might be. Well, this is just a request to lighten the community control supervision portion of his
Okay, I was
criminal
about to say, I
sentence.
thought I could have sworn that nigga was out. He was on probation. He just had to get permission to leave out the state and shit like that.
He
So,
wanted his dad to travel with him to them away games and stuff like that, which I don't blame him. Shit, I try to get my dad right too.
He was sentenced to 90 days in jail and 3 years of probation, including 1 year in community control supervision with a plea deal.
That changes everything, man. Go play. He be ready to go in a year and a half.
yeah, but he wanted to help him out now.
I
So
understand what you saying.
you know what I'm saying?
Look, get the Jags to the playoffs. I bet you.
Hell, why do you just transfer the shit to, he's in Florida, so, why not? He's already there. So, I can see what they're saying.
What
It's
he's
like,
saying is he probably wanted his dad to go to the away games with him and stuff like
So
that.
so what they're saying,
which I don't see why it would be a problem. Like, shit.
well, he's serving community control supervision portion of his sentence in Florida, which confines him to his home unless he's working or attending an activity approved by the state.
Which that's what they trying to do, is get it to where he don't have to
Travis, get them
he
in
don't
the
have to
playoffs.
keep getting it approved by the state.
But it's a year and a half maybe at the longest.
Possibly. Yeah.
But
So.
that's still your dad, so yeah, that's a good look though.
Yes, and now we're going to Travis Hunter, story number 2. He's apparently ready to put himself in jail. He's marrying his girlfriend this weekend.
Congratulations.
This is what everybody was fearing, and I guess we've talked to him, and he's going to show us.
Congratulations.
Yeah, so he's set to marry his girlfriend, Lene in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Now, Hassan, what's so bad about getting married in Tennessee? You can meet Cocaine Bear.
The goddamn, it's the prenup. The point is, if he has a prenup set up a certain way, it's a clause in the state to where she can actually undo that shit. So unless his team put an ironclad prenup together to where she can't hoodwink his ass and get his shit, they said Tennessee ain't the state to go get married.
Yeah, so
Congratulations.
Yeah. I hope you get past the first damn contract.
Yeah. I hope she. Well, I don't know, because if she makes it to the second contract, isn't that more money for Travis to lose?
Yeah.
Well, first Travis got to show up and make sure he ain't a bust or nothing
Correct.
crazy like that.
Right.
Now, I've been following updates on his performance at camp, and so far everybody's been very pleased with him.
I just don't see that boy being a bust. I don't know how he will play, but he just has too much. He can play He can do too
He's
much.
raw.
Yeah,
I don't see him because when they interviewed him in college, when he was at Colorado, he was like, "Yo, all I do is play video games and study my playbook." I believe that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's when that girl came along, and that's the reason why his nose is wide open, because she probably sucked his thing off. You feel what I'm saying? She probably gave him some pussy and everything, and he's open.
I don't know about that. I just know that he plays two sides of the ball. There's no way you could be a bust on both of them.
Mm-hmm. Well, if he made it this far and his wedding's this weekend, then I certainly...
Congratulations.
Yeah, he might as well be at this point. I certainly don't wish any negativity, even though we've seen all the red flags, but, who knows? Maybe we're all wrong.
Hold the best for you, man.
Yeah, I lose nothing with Travis Hunter.
Yeah, I wanted to win.
Yeah, so
I hope she makes you happy, but the bitch do some crazy... Oh, pause. My bad. I ain't mean to call your soon-to-be wife a bitch.
Congratulations.
If your soon-to-be wife sit here and do some old ill shit, you best believe I'm going to be the first nigga that's going to come holler at you.
I ain't saying nothing about nothing until something happens.
I said when something happens.
Yeah. All right, so let's get into the NBA because SGA was named MVP.
Most MVP, like I called it.
I couldn't disagree, and I knew they weren't going to give it to Jokic just for parity reasons.
You can't win it every fucking year.
Yeah, you can't win it every year.
Yeah, it's called the Michael Jordan effect.
Yeah. I mean, there were plenty of years where LeBron didn't win MVP when he was clearly the MVP. So
we should have won some.
You got to play politics. You can't have a nigga win the MVP 6 years in a row.
I mean, let's be honest. Shea kind of deserve it.
Unless you winning chips. Now, if you winning chips, then you ain't got no choice.
Shea deserve it.
Yeah, he did.
Shea deserve it.
He had the most 30 points in the league. He beat Michael Jordan record with the most 30 points.
How many 30 points? Games.
It was over 250.
Oh, total. I thought you said.
Nah. It was during the season.
Yeah.
And then Shea took it out on Minnesota the other night.
Shay's taking it out right now.
Right now.
105-92 with 4 minutes left.
I can't say nothing after seeing that Knicks game last night.
107.
Score means nothing.
I said it's going to be OKC.
Thunder been dominating this whole game.
They have.
They've been dominating the whole series.
They got to unlock Rudy.
Minnesota
got to unlock Rudy.
Rudy been on the bench.
He might be having withdrawal.
He on the bench.
He on the Scarface shit. Now I'm realizing that I love him.
That was a bad move. Now maybe I shouldn't have took the Ant-Man way of thinking. Like
everybody ain't Ant-Man.
Everybody ain't Ant-Man. Should have let her in the house.
Rudy's French.
You gotta be a pimp.
Should have let her in the house, bro.
Rudy's a lover boy.
You said Rudy's on the bench.
No, I said Ant's a pimp. Rudy's a lover boy. French.
Yeah.
But I think I think I picked Minnesota, but yeah, OKC been balling.
I
Shea
picked
been
OKC and New
I
York.
thought the
Shea been
Timberwolves
balling.
were gonna put up a fight.
I
I'm
did too.
thinking
Well,
they're gonna be swept if they don't.
Man, them
play.
niggas go 10 deep, man. OKC go 10 deep.
Stop. Aren't they playing in OKC though?
Yeah, but
Okay,
that's
then.
outside of that. That don't
They-
mean nothing. You
They
haven't
gotta go get
you
these
haven't
games in
you haven't been
Minnesota.
seeing Minnesota been playing, right? The problem is, like I said, they're going up against a team where Ant can't get to that rim like how he was the first 2 rounds. The Lakers didn't have no
they got
big.
Chet.
The Lakers ain't had no big man to stop his ass. The fucking who they
Warriors.
the Warriors, yeah, the Warriors ain't got no big man. Now you go up against they got trees down there, Hartenstein, Chet, and shit like that, and them niggas go 10 deep. Shit.
Once they go to Minnesota, I think I don't think a series really starts until you go play at the other team's home,
Man,
and then
you
if you
jump
take up 3-0, then I'm like, okay,
if you
boom.
jump 2-0 up on somebody, there's not a winning chance you're gonna win that series.
I've seen plenty of teams come back from 2 down.
Not that
Like
many.
I've seen plenty of teams come back from 2 down.
I really
that
got to
many.
judge Game 3 just to see.
Yeah,
'cause
that's what I'm
these
saying.
First 2
See how
games.
Minnesota, I expect you to win in OKC. You're at home. Y'all are jumping. Y'all ain't been this far since Kevin Durant was there. Like y'all are jumping. Is Shea bigger than KD in Oklahoma City?
Yeah,
Yes,
now
yes, he is.
Okay.
He's already done just about the same shit.
Bigger
Kevin.
than Westbrook?
Yes, he is.
Okay. So Shea's the biggest
If Shea
thunder
gets them, because
of
if
all
they get
time.
to the title, they winning. I don't see.
If they win it, yeah.
Yeah, because they too deep for Indiana or New York.
I'm trying to think. Is it okay in Seattle? So Shea might be the greatest player in all of
OKC.
OKC.
Well,
slash- yeah,
Seattle. Nope, Seattle won a title in '78 with who was it? Sigma,
Jack Sigma?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So they do have a title. So until
who else was on that team? I know Sigma was not.
OKC doesn't have a title. Say it again.
No, I was asking who else was on the team
I
with
couldn't
Sigma
tell you
because
besides Jack
I know
Sigma.
he was not that guy. That
Who
led
else?
it.
What?
who else was on
the
that team? Now you
with
got me
Jack
going on my
Sigma?
phone.
Because I'm sure Sigma was not.
Wasn't somebody Gus Johnson? Hold on, now you got me looking at Seattle Supersonics.
You said 78.
It was 78, 77. So Seattle Supersonics championships, 79. Okay, so they won in 79.
3 years old.
God, I wasn't even born, nigga. I wasn't even conceived, nigga. Who? Okay, so I'm trying to see who the main dude was in 6th division. So they did win 6th division titles. Who was the main? They don't even say. That's jacked up. Why do I gotta go all the way down to the roster?
If we have anybody who's out there in Seattle, let us know who was the man on that 78, 79
they
team.
should tell you in Wikipedia, and y'all motherfuckers wonder why I don't donate money to y'all. Cause Jack Sigma. Okay, so the Finals MVP was Dennis Johnson's. The championship team roster included Gus Williams and Finals MVP Dennis Johnson, second-year All-Star center Jack Sigma, forwards John Johnson and Lonnie Shelton, and key reserves Fred Brown and Paul Silas.
Okay, Paul Silas used to coach the Hornets.
Yeah. So Dennis Johnson and Gus Williams, I guess, were the two major stars, and
Not
Jack
Dennis
Sigma.
Johnson that used to play with the Celtics. Not that
Yes.
one, is it?
Yep.
Yes.
Freckles.
DJ.
Okay, bet.
Yeah.
That's why they traded for him.
For him,
brought him
yeah.
over.
Okay.
To help him have that run in the 80s and shit.
Yeah, he was
Remember?
securing his
Look what he
legacy.
said, 79.
79.
So when
Then
they
he went
started
to the
battling LA and
Celtics in the
shit,
80s and
we
stuff,
talking about the LA and shit. That's like the 80s and shit.
Maybe DJ don't get enough props then.
No, he don't because
Maybe after that, yeah, maybe
he
DJ
won.
don't get
He
his
won.
props.
I think he won about what? Let's see. When he was with the Celtics, they beat us 1 year. We came back and beat it. I think he got about like 2 or 3.
Shit, winning with the Sonics, that should give you some extra points. The
mean,
Sonics ain't seen a ring since.
Yeah, that was their last ring.
So that should give you some extra
They
points.
beat the Bullets. The year before was our last win in 78. Wes Unseld.
Wes Unseld.
Yeah. And Wes Unseld was legendary. One of the only player to win MVP and Rookie of the Year same year. Nobody has anybody else done that in the NBA? I don't know.
You said Rookie of the Year?
Yeah, Rookie Year. He won Rookie of the Year and MVP of the league. That's how bad Wes Unseld was when he got into the league. He was dominating that quickly.
I don't think we've ever seen anybody like that. Have we seen anybody dominate like that?
There's no rookie.
What you mean by dominate?
Like,
there's no rookie that
so
won
dominant
MVP.
that you'd be thinking like he might.
Shaq, nigga.
Shaq didn't even get the Magic to the playoffs his first year.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
Nah,
Magic didn't make it.
They didn't make it their first.
I
year.
remember that.
Okay, but the thing about it is with your boy that he had an all 7-time All-Star on the squad. He just said what Johnson? Was it John? Who was 7-time All-Star? You just said that was on that Sonics.
Second.
Well, we were
He was
talking about Wes
Jack-
Unseld.
Nah, he was
I was
about
talking
Jack Sigma. He said
No, I'm talking about Wes Unseld, who won Rookie of the Year and MVP.
And that was that year they won the title, right?
I don't know.
79. That you said the year
78 was the
Bullets
last
won.
one they won, but I don't know if that was his rookie year.
Oh, okay. I was assuming.
I don't think that's.
But I
was
can't
assuming
remember.
that was his rookie year.
I
You know,
can't
just
remember
talking
a rookie so like Shaq
Right.
was
Maybe Tim
dominant
Duncan.
like that.
Tim Duncan was probably the only candidate I could think of.
Too close enough.
that's-
Close enough, and I wouldn't even give him MVP because he had Robinson that year.
Right. He had a top 50 player right beside him.
Yeah, so I
Twin
can't even
Towers.
say there has been no rookie.
Nah, not that's had that much impact on. Nah,
Not even LeBron was that great. He was legendary his rookie year, but yeah, he wasn't MVP status rookie year. No, he ain't even have a jump shot then. Yeah,
that's impressive. That's
Yes, it
super
is.
impressive.
cool. Well, it looks like 114.99 with a minute 48 left. It's a Rapski for the Thunder or for
Minnesota
Wolves. Yeah,
down
they got
two.
their ass
they
whipped
going
there.
up
So
two
it's,
there.
that might as well be.
They ain't
2.
gonna pull a New York.
Yeah, no, that's not happening. So, y'all got any other topics?
We didn't
how
talk about the New York
collapsed
game.
last night.
Oh yeah, the New York game. huh?
Talk about the New
Yeah,
York.
how they-
That was
Look,
that was playoff
I ain't gonna lie, I
basketball.
fell asleep.
I seen that shit.
It wasn't
I was
because of
watching it at
work.
work.
I was just burnt.
Look, you missed. You missed.
I
it.
know.
you missed the
I
game.
know. I know.
Look, Naismith tapped in the inner. He tapped in the inner Reggie Miller in
That's him.
1995. That nigga was 6 for 6. He brought them back. They was down. The Knicks was up by 15 with like less than 2 minutes left in the game. I'm
They
sitting here
scored
like,
20-something points in like.
yeah, I'm sitting here like, oh, this game over with, man. After Naismith would just shoot. Then the Knicks come down. They miss a shot. Naismith, he hit 6 straight
He
3-pointers.
was shooting the lights
And
out.
then on top of that,
Howley.
Towns, and motherfucking
Brunson.
Anobi, Towns and Anobi, they had a chance to ice the game. They both missed a free throw apiece. That kept the game open.
Brunson
Then
had a
that's-
good game though. Brunson dropped what 40.
He dropped like 45, almost like 45. I mean, Towns had over 30 points.
Towns had 38. Yeah, they had a
But
good
the
game.
point was, it was key stretches down the game when Naismith was coming down hitting threes. The Knicks came back down. They was missing shots. So if you missing shots, aka stops, and Naismith coming back down, he hit 6 straight 3-pointers. 6. I was like, damn, this nigga, he tapped into Reggie Miller. And then once they had an opportunity, Towns got fouled. He went 1 for 2. Anunoby, he got fouled. He went 1 for 2. Those 2 key free throws they missed left the game open, and that's where Halliburton came down, and his foot was on the line because if he got back 6 more inches, they would have won the game.
I said this last week. I'm gonna say it again. Halliburton's a superstar.
Yeah, he a beast.
That boy, and Brunson's a superstar too.
All day.
not-
Big
not
body
that-
Brunson.
I
But
can't deny that.
Halliburton, like his stock is. You should have never said he was the most overrated player.
Yeah.
That's what driving this. That overrated is driving this boy the ball like this.
Correct.
Yeah,
I mean,
y'all
then
pissed them off.
Charles and them, they're making a pitch, get his dad back at game 3. You know what I'm saying? Back on the sideline. They're saying his dad done pay the price. Shit, get back on the sideline. Somebody said Bill Walton won his rookie of the year.
Bill Walton should have won them both his rookie year
74
in either
and
74 or 75. I mean, I can't deny that the 70s and 60s had those type of rookies. I don't think they're that
because,
dominant
Because they
anymore.
had polished players.
Yeah, and they stayed in college all 4 years.
Exactly.
And like Bill Walton coming out of college was that dude.
He was.
Like,
On
coming out of
UCLA.
he was that guy. But like in present day, recent history, like he said, I think Tim Duncan's the only one who might have been close.
Yeah, the modern era.
Close,
Yeah.
But other than that, rookies don't really make that
impact
like that.
Yeah, so I agree. Cool. Well, that's all I got.
That's all I got.
Anything else?
We'll be back
Oh,
Saturday.
gotta save something for Saturday.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. Well, try and do it. Well, we'll most likely do a show Saturday. All right. So everybody who made it this far, y'all made it this far. Y'all might as well subscribe. If you ain't subscribed,
Like,
comment, share,
Hey,
tell
man.
your friends.
Tell your friends.
do
Recommend
this.
topics y'all might want us to
Yeah,
speak
send
on.
us
Stuff
topics
like that.
if you want to hear our
know.
opinion on shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And remember, opinions is all entertainment.
Shout out Kelly Joe and Buddha.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll see y'all Saturday night.
All right, y'all.
Peace.
Peace.